We managed to cross the guard post and make our way through the garrison before meeting the storyteller. Mr. Wright and Mai should be meeting with Espella at this very moment. I wonder if they were able to find out any more info about Bazella. Oh yeah, Layton's meeting with the storyteller. I don't know what's going on. There are so many games coming out, you're not gonna have enough money? You don't think you have enough money? I want the money. Give me the money now, Savvy. I gotta go to the Inquisitor's Hall, okay? Oh, there's music. By the way, how's the audio? Oh, is that the doggy dog? Is that the doggy dog? Wait a minute, that aggressive bark. Please tell me that isn't... It is, it's Constantine! Hello, Firebrand, how you do? Oh, what a cutie! Hello, Pixel Dog. By the way, did everybody get to check out my new seat? Hey, Kane, thank you for the resub. You wonder if the storyteller is gonna be named Library? My name is Libra-Ree. I wonder if he dies in the library, huh? Ah, it's Constantine. He looks happy to see us. Wish I could say the feeling was mutual. Once bitten, twice shy. That pretty much sums me up right now. Really, I don't know. I think he's looking much friendlier today if you ask me. See? Come on, Nick. Pet him just once. One little pet. Oh, ah! He bit me again. Oh, this month really hates me. Poor Phoenix, am I right? Well, if it isn't Sir Blue Knight. Exactly what are you doing over there on all fours? Acting like a puppy? Oh, Barnum. Glad to see you again. Actually, there's something we'd like to ask you about. Come on, Nick, stand up already. Good boy, stand up. Oh, I'd like to meet that mutt's owner face to face. How foolish. Ugh! Constantine happens to be mine, and a true knight's companion he is. He needn't waste time sinking his teeth into the likes of you. Is that the closest Phoenix has come to death in a long while? That sword is about to, like, you know, that thing is like neck, close to neck right there. I had a hunch. So Constantine really is your dog, huh? Gotta admire the nerve of this guy. He just sits back and lets his dog bite people. I mean me. But yeah, new Phoenix Wright in July. You know what that means? I gotta free up my schedule for the Great Ace Attorney. Yay! Oh yeah, he did eat the poison, and he did fall off a bridge. He did get hit in the head with a fire extinguisher. Phoenix Wright has been almost dead many times. Is there like an almost death count for Phoenix Wright? Like, Phoenix, come on. You're just so lucky, dog. Never mind that. What is it that you want to talk about? Just make it quick, Sir Blue Knight. So, you Inquisitors are the ones who investigate incidents of magic in this town, aren't you? Yes, of course. If you don't mind, we'd like to ask you about that unsolved incident with magic. There is one thing you must never forget. The Knights of the Inquisition excel at their work. Right. All incidents of magic perpetrated by the witches are dealt with by the Inquisitors, without exception. Spoken with that usual calm and collected air of confidence. That's interesting. You see, we are different. Apparently, there's one particular incident that still remains unsolved. Something about an alchemist being murdered? Ring any bells? What? Who did you get that information from? Well, High Inquisitor Darklaw. Darklaw? Well, why the blazes didn't you say so? You could have saved us some time! Huh? How was it my fault? The High Inquisitor has put me on the spot by leaking such info to the likes of you? Well, I suppose that leaves nothing for it. I shall tell you the whole story, since I do not believe in doing things by halves. Please, go ahead, we're all ears. It was 3 months ago that an alchemist, living near the town square, was murdered. Sorry, Inquisitor Barnum, but I'm kinda lost already. Is there a difference between alchemy and magic? When it comes to something that difficult, it will do no good asking me. Huh. It seems that while the townspeople respected him, they also treated him with caution. They respected him? Is that Edgeworth? He used his skills to make medical concoctions and acted much like a physician. The efficacy of his cures was almost like magic. He was famous within his neighborhood. In fact, he was sometimes referred to as Dr. Belduke by the townspeople. At any rate, it's safe to say that Sir Belduke was no witch. How can you say for sure? That's simple. Sir Belduke was a man. Man can't be witches, right? Well, can't really argue with that. Sir Belduke came to a mysterious end 3 months ago. A mysterious end? Tell that to Salem, the black cat from Sabrina the Teenage Witch? We're talking about 90s Salem, right? The one who's funny, right? There were 2 things about his death that cannot be explained rationally. Firstly, the murder scene. Oh, you mean the town. I thought you meant the cat. His body was discovered in the residence, in the study. His room was locked. There was no conceivable way the crime could have been committed, except by witchcraft. Isn't that what people call a locked room mystery? A what? Oh, it's nothing really. So what was the other mystery? Mysterious thing? Secondly, until then, all incidents involving witches have been foretold in the story. Foretold in the story? In other words, predicted by the storyteller. However, the murder of Sir Belduke did not appear in the story. Such a thing had never occurred before. So you mean a death was not told in the fanfiction? Are you joking? How was a death not told in the freaking fanfiction? Freaking bunger and bunger dunger. Sorry, I had to get a sip of water. I can't be doisty. So, not only was this the only unsolved incident in Labyrinthia's history, but it was also the only incident not to be predicted by the storyteller. This definitely sounds worth investigating. You certainly are an interesting one, Sir Blue Knight. Huh? You really think you can solve this incident alone, when the Knights of the Inquisition have been working on it for 3 months? I must say, that is some confidence. We won't know unless we try. You may risk becoming the target of some terrifying witch's vengeance. I'm hoping that was a joke. Well, I suppose you may as well take a look. Who knows, you may even find something. Sir Belduke's residence is just beyond the town square. Ask anyone around there, they'll soon point you in the right direction. Thank you, Inquisitor Barnum. Sir Blue Knight, I believe our courtroom battles are far from over. Until we meet again in court. I'll see you then, Inquisitor. Friendly rivalry going on. Look at Constantine. Look at little Constantine. Look at little Constantine. Maya, can you please get this mud away from me? I can't feel my leg. Aw, so soon? I was hoping he'd use you as a blue chew toy just one more time. Aww. Isn't Constantine just the greatest, chat? Constantine just the greatest. Alright, let's go head into town. Where do we go exactly? Unless there's people with puzzles around. Should I look for like an exclamation point somewhere? Somewhere very important? Or should I really go around asking people? Yeah, you know what? Let me go back into town. Let me see who can tell me the info I need about the alchemist's house. Is there nobody here but a girl and birds? Oh no, the birds just left. That's what I do. I am Pixel. I scare all the birds away. Thank you very much. It's just a fun thing to do. Just let me scare the birds, please. Birds must be gone. I mean, depending on which bird. If they're pigeons, then yeah. What is this small... Why is there this small child around here? Small? Wow. What's the matter? Are you lost or something? Of course not. How could I be lost? I'm steaming red in the face. Can't you see my face? I'm steaming. I'm blowing a gasket over here. Blowing a gasket. I'm gonna blow up my face. You listen to me. Have you two seen a young boy about the same age as me? Nope, can't say we have. What's up? Did you get separated? Nuh-uh, we haven't been separated. More like he went and ran off somewhere on his own. Oh, I see. Well, if we see him, we'll bring him back here to you. That's right. He's probably a little worried as well. Who said I was worried? Just that you know, Cecile. He's such a little weakling crybaby. He's probably crying his eye out somewhere right now. That wimp can't do anything without me by his side. When he feels sick, he can't even go for medicine without me. So... I get it. It's only natural that you're worried about him, so his name is Cecile, right? Don't worry, we're on it. If we see a crybaby fitting that description, we'll give you a shout. I think it's me. I think I'm the crybaby. Am I the crybaby she seeks? I think it is 'cause I'm small. I will cry every day for you. I will cry and cry and cry. Where the heck is everybody? Nobody here? What's this? Oh, that's just a cat. Nobody wants to talk. I guess I gotta keep looking everywhere else. Byron, right now you're breeding a shiny Galarian ponytail. Well, best of luck on that. May you get that. Ponyta, breed it. Hey, would you two folks be interested in a rumor? Huh, rumor? What kind of rumor? That young lady is a silly question. It's not for me to choose the rumor. You two folks have to guess what it is. We have to guess it? You mean if we roll off a few yes or no questions, you'll answer them for us? Do you think you can tell us about the alchemist? Alright, but no need to rush. First, let's see what vegetable you folks get. Is this like Animal Crossing? See what vegetable we get? What do you mean? Take a look at this. 1, 2... 1, 2... What's today's vegetable, I wonder? Hey! Hee, that would be a wee little pumpkin. This little fella is small, even for a pint-sized pumpkin. Oh, right. That's actually very cute. Now, as for that alchemist, he was an outstandingly handsome young man. And that smile of his, why, it worked wonders on all the womenfolk, alright. Better than any medicine, or so they say. Worked a treat for me too. That smile would ease my nerve pains. Nerve pains? I got some nerve pains of my own ever since I got that shot. So yeah, Chad, if you didn't know, yesterday I got my first vaccine shot. My arm is, well, my right arm, the one I got the shot in, it still feels a little hurt. Whenever I lift my arm up a little high, it starts to hurt. So the pain will go away, so, but I got the shot. And I got my next shot in 4 weeks. And we'll see what happens in 4 weeks. Ooh, that's it? Well, it was a very small pumpkin. That's all for today, I'm afraid. So you're saying that the alchemist's remedies weren't so effective? I don't think that's quite what she meant. What's the best shadow Pokemon I've caught so far? Shadow Slackoff. If it existed, why doesn't Shadow Slackoff exist? Huh? Huh? Also, I need to turn on the cool. Hold on a second. It's getting really hot. Alright, I'm back. Just let me fix up my face and... There we go. Man, if Shadow Slackoff was capturable, I would cry. I would absolutely cry, but I had to destroy it in battle. But if we have to go by my favorite Shadow Pokemon that I caught, definitely Croconaw. Definitely Croconaw. Well, we reached a square, but I wonder where the Alchemist's residence is. Hey, Nick, look over there. Over where? There's a street leading away from the square. New area, new area. Hey, you're right. Let's go take a look. But yeah, to the ones who have been watching my Pokemon Coliseum series, thank you very much. I wouldn't think that series would, you know, I'm not expecting that series to be popular, but it is a fun game though. Coliseum do be fun. Even though the episodes are a bit long, I feel like that's how it works, right? It's fun when it's long, I hope. Oh wait, Puzzle Boy, Puzzle Boy. Hey, I thought you two were working at the bakery. Are you goofing off? Well, not exactly. You like long episodes? Oh wait, speaking of long episodes, chat, is anyone interested in seeing me make a podcast one day? I don't know where it came from, but I've always wanted to make a podcast of my own. A podcast with just me. That's just called a video. That's called a video, though. Like, if I made a podcast, chat, what would the name be? Because some of the names I have in my mind are like Sloth Broth, the Slothcast, Slackcast, and Tree Lounge. What name do you think would work? Or if you have a better name for a podcast, do let me know. We can call it the Pixelcast, but the Pixels by Night podcast? Why does it sound like it's the late night show with Jimmy Fallon? The late night show with Pixels by Night. Actually, we thought we'd give up bacon and try our hands at something else. Lazy Sunday? It only releases on Sundays? Is that so? Sounds like a good idea. Your bread did taste a little unusual anyway. What? You mean our bread wasn't delicious? That's strange. I mean, we used so much butter and kneaded that dough so hard. Just my opinion, mine. I prefer our bread a little more fluffy and light, not buttery. By the way, chat, has anyone ever had like a buttery bread? Like, when you take one bite in it, you just taste like butter, like good butter. I'm not saying if you ate bread with only butter in it. Like, have you ever tasted bread that was so delicious that you want it more and more and more? That's my question right there. Also, I'm gonna write that down. I'm gonna write down Lazy Sunday, because that sounds pretty good. A series that I can only do on Sunday. Lazy Sunday, but it comes out on Monday. Wait, that sounds funny though. Lazy Sunday, but it doesn't come out on Sunday. That sounds amazing. I'm just so lazy I can't upload on Sunday. Oh, would that be good? Hold on, I'm gonna write that down. That's actually pretty genius right there. Holy heck, how come I can't think of that? Lazy Sunday but Monday. Problem, I want to upload a podcast on Sunday. Solution, be lazy, upload it the next day. Oh really? So, just how fluffy and light are we talking here? Well, maybe as fluffy and light as in this puzzle. Oh, puzzle time! It's little Maya! Look at her! Cloud Maze 250 Pickerats! Navigate Maya through the clouds and help her find Phoenix. Jumping into holes in the clouds will drop Maya to the level below. So just like last time. Oh, look at little cheapy Maya right there. Isn't that adorable, chat? Look at how adorable this is. I feel like I'm just playing like a good old adventure game. But wait, this one seems pretty simple though. There's not that many holes. Oop, 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 oop. Whee! Oh, whoa, okay, I can see where the difficulty lies now. There's a lot more holes, chat. There's all these holes. Oh, wait, which way do I go now? You know what, I'm gonna go right. Whee! Did you see her face, chat? Did you see Maya's face? Isn't that cute? When she goes back up, you should look at her face. It's pretty adorable. Look at it. Look at those eyes. Aww. The detail, though. I like it. Whee! Falling down to the clouds. Oh, wait. I've landed somewhere else. Oh, I'm going down deeper. There we go. Oh, wait. Night. Phoenix. I see Phoenix right there. There's the goal. Huh. Alright, let me try going up here. Where will this take me? I gotta find the right way. Wait, did it just... It took me back. It took me all the way back. What the heck? This game is being cruel to me. How dare it? Here I go. Falling down to a cloud. Hopefully I don't break my kneecaps. Please don't let there be any breaking of kneecaps. That'd be so cruel. Oh man, okay. I went to the right side and that seemed right. Did I try going down? Did I try the down one? Going all the way up. I feel like I'm missing something. I feel like there's something I'm missing, chat. Huh. Maya, come on. There seems to be no other way. I'm going all the way down, but... Okay, I should probably check one of these. Oh, wait, maybe I should take the one the purple one is leading me to. The purple one leads me to this one. Oh, wait, it's taking me back up again. Okay, I guess I'm going back up again. Whee! I'm going back up again. Whee! Do I go down? Oh, I go down this way. I gotcha. I think I got it, chat. I think I got it. I think I solved the puzzle. Going all the way down. By the way, chat, have any of you ever had that weird dream? Have any of you had that weird dream right there where you feel like you wake up, but you feel like you just fell down? Like you wake up like you fell down from somewhere.
Ace assistant.
Because I don't know why it happens, but it happens to me sometimes where I wake up and it felt like I just fell down somewhere. I don't know why, it just stinks. Wow, impressive work. I really didn't expect you to solve that. By the way, so Chad, you all agree on Lazy Sunday being the name of the podcast? But yeah, Chad, what do you think the podcast should be like though? Like, do you think it should be me and somebody else or me and multiple people? Like, what do you think? How do you think a sloth podcast would work? How would that work? I mean, of course, it's gonna be me as the VTuber talking and whatnot. Actually, I thought the same thing too. Well, I knew I could do it. So, what were you out-of-work bakers doing hanging around here anyway? We're investigating an incident involving the alchemist. Do you know anything about it? Surely the Knights of the Inquisition are the ones you should ask. They could tell you a lot more than I can. Comedy? You think I know comedy? You might be right about that. I mean, the reason why I want to do a podcast, like, soon is because, you know, E3 is going to be happening in June, and I want to do, like, an E3 predictions like, the first episode or maybe the second episode be an E3 predictions episode, where we predict, oh, what's coming out for E3? What is Nintendo gonna predict? And then maybe, maybe, before the first episode, like at the end of the podcast, I can do a Q&A with some questions from people. So it's like, I got some questions here from everybody for the podcast. Like, I think that'd be great. It'll be like, most of the podcast, and the last 10 minutes will be Q&A. You might be right about that. Even so, it's a right shame someone like him could get murdered. I often went to him myself to get medicine. He was always friendly and understanding. Seems like Sir Belduke was a good man. At least, from what we've heard so far. I just hope they manage to solve this case soon. Alright, so that was a puzzle. Tied to bring back what color is my tooth... We do not need to know what color is my toothbrush. I do not like that question. I'm not answering that. That's a silly question. How dare you. So this is Sir Belduke's residence. It definitely looks like an alchemist's house. I've never seen plants like these before. So what do we do now? Just because the owner's deceased, we can't exactly go barging in. Or can we? But have you noticed just how well kept this yard is? It looks like someone is still living here. Someone has definitely been doing the upkeep around here. That's for sure. Hey, who's that over there? Who's what over there? You mean this person in the front of the house? Hold on, I'm just gonna take all the coins real quick, chat. Just give me 1 second while I steal all the coins. Yep, I went up there to that nest to get that coin. Now, where's that last coin? Give me the coins. I want the good coin. Give me coin. I want the Dogecoin, please. Give me Dogecoin. I want to invest in Bitcoin. And waste all my money on Bitcoin. And then be broke from Bitcoin. And then I lose my Twitch channel because of Bitcoin. Because I sold my Twitch channel for Bitcoin. Imagine that I become so crazy in Bitcoin that I sold everything online just to make coin. I want coin. Coin, 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 coin. Coin. My sincerest apologies. I'm afraid medicaments are no longer being provided here. Huh? Did you not come here for medicaments of some kind? No, we didn't come here for that. If I finish Coliseum, will there be Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness in the future? You know, if I don't, you know, basically, there will be a Gale of Darkness if I don't end up closing my YouTube channel by then, alright? I don't know if I'll finish Coliseum before I close my channel for good and just give up streaming and videos forever. Because, you know, I thought I'd get popular, but I'm not getting popular, so that's a waste of time. So, tick-tock on the clock, I want to get famous! We're here to investigate the incident, the one involving Sir Belduke. Forgive me if I'm mistaken, but you do not look like members of the Knights of the Inquisition. I'm Phoenix Wright, attorney at law. And you? I'm guessing you live here? Indeed, my name is Jean Greyearl. I was butler to the late Master Belduke. This little guy was a butler? Wow, a butler. This must be my first time meeting a real one. Maya, have you not met the other butler in Justice for All that you got? Or maybe she repressed that memory. Maybe she repressed that memory. The assassin butler, to those who don't know who I'm talking about. Well, Mr. Greyearl, if you don't mind, I've been told that the incident involving your master was shrouded in mystery. Has it got something to do with the Great Witch Bezella? Well, he really wasn't a butler, but he did serve up some cold kills. We're trying to investigate that at the moment. The Great Witch Bezella? Am I right in supposing that you are defending Espella Cantabella? Well, actually, yes we are. So you know Espella, do you? That goes without saying. Everyone around here knows her. Do you think you could help us? We're here looking for leads. While he was alive, the Master taught me the value of investigating the truth that governs the natural world. If you too are investigating the truth, then it would be against his teachings for me not to cooperate with you. Would you both like to come in? We can discuss the matter further inside. That would be great. Thank you, Mr. Greyearl. Wait, Greyearl? Like Grey Earl T? Is that the pun behind his name? Grey Earl T. Wow, okay. Whoa, spoken like a true butler. He's a pretty cool guy, isn't he, Nick? He's more of a Grey Earl kind of guy, yeah. What is this room? This is the room that Master Belduke kindly provided as my accommodation. So, is this the room where the incident took place? That would be the master's study. It is the room right next door. However, the state of the room has been carefully preserved since the incident 3 months ago. As such, entry into the room is not currently permitted. Really? Bummer. Is that by order of the Knights of the Inquisition by any chance? No, there is no Inquisition. The Inquisition is a lie. Hold on, sorry chat, just fixing up the chat on the bottom left. There we go. I'm just trying to fix up the lining because every time I look over on the chat and I see it on the white line of the freaking border, I'm like, ah. It just makes me go, oh, I don't like that. Oh. Yes, and as I have lived with masters since an early age, they also decided it would be only fitting for me to stay on and keep the place in order. So you've been looking after the place ever since Sir Belduke passed away. Oh yeah, chat, I don't know if you noticed, but I think the face tracking is a bit better. The camera is as close it can be to my face without being too close, and I can still read chat. So hopefully it just reads me a bit better so I can wink, I can smile, I can blink. Oh goodness, I love this so much. It's just great. Now then, is there anything further you wish to discuss? I don't know, you're just hiding behind a desk, but you know what, I'm just gonna take your coins. If you don't mind, just give me a second while I search for coins. I mean, I got invited into a place, and I immediately start looking for coins. I'm a great guest, aren't I, chat? So whatever you do, do not invite me into your home. I will start looking for coins, okay? If you want me to start taking your coins, do not invite me. Unless you want me to take your coins, then feel free to invite me anytime. I love coin. As I mentioned a moment ago, I know very little about this matter. As a matter of fact, it might be better to ask the Inquisitors. I can tell you about one thing, though. Namely, what occurred before the incident. Before the incident? Yes. It was 3 months ago, around the time that Master Belduke was murdered. Oh, we're about to learn some...
We were on our way back from collecting specimens for research, and it was already into the small hours of the morning. There was a thunderstorm on the way, and as the storm drew nearer, we quickly made our way home.
Wait, speaking of thunderstorms, there was a thunderstorm that happened like 4 hours ago that lasted for like 5 minutes. It was a loud booming thunder, a loud boom of thunder, and it was hailing. It was hailing, chat. It was hailing outside for like 10 minutes. Like 5 to 10 minutes right there. Heard a big boom of lightning, then... And where I am, I hear the hail hitting the roof, and I'm like, why does it sound like I'm being pelted? Like my place is being pelted. Is it gonna crash through the freaking ceiling and hit me? Like imagine you just hear me go, ow, 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 ow. Like the hail's hitting me right now. You had snow? I've heard the weather's been weird today. Weather has been weird. You see, right now, look, there's the thunderstorm that happened a few hours ago. The sky lit on fire, and then the Disney castle popped out of nowhere. Did you imagine? It's the Disney castle! Disneyland is here! But that's crazy to look at. Mr. Belduke is handsome as heck. That was crazy.
Anyone would have been surprised at what we saw. But Master Belduke, well, how can I put this?
Yeah?
He reacted in a most peculiar way. Unlike others who saw it, he seemed unsettled, as if he was truly afraid of something.
I mean, if a building came out of nowhere by a thunderstorm, Who wouldn't react scared? Are you supposed to be like, wow, that's Poggers, a building that came out of nowhere? Poggers!
After that bell tower appeared, he changed completely. Master Belduke became a different man.
He became a streamer. I mean, I react the same way. If a building came out of nowhere, I'd start streaming right away, become an IRL streamer, and show everybody. Wait a second. Did you just say a bell tower appeared? Hey, that explains it. That must be what High Inquisitor Darklaw meant when she mentioned an incident involving the bell tower. To this day, I do not know what the Master was so afraid of. Imagine the tower turned out to be a big bang burger. Heck yeah! Do you think it was connected in some way to his death? I think it must have been magic. I mean, for a bell tower to just appear like that. Mr. Grey Earl, do you mind if we have a look around? I know that the Inquisitors have already carried out a full investigation, but we can still find evidence. There just might be a clue or two with some kind of connection to the Great Witch. Well, I suppose. Providing I am allowed to accompany you, of course. There is sensitive equipment everywhere, and it is my responsibility to take care of it. I understand. We'll be careful. I wonder how the Professor and Luke are doing with their visit to the Storyteller. Yeah, I've been wondering about that too. A chance to meet Labyrinthia's creator. Let's just hope they don't upset the guy and have some terrible plot twist written about them. That only happened if it was you that visited the Storyteller, Nick. The Professor would never let anything like that happen. I've got a feeling they'll come back with some pretty useful leads. We have to do our best too, Nick. Let's keep up our side of this investigation. You got it, Maya. We're all in this together. We're all in this together. Da 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 da. High School Musical. Come on, let's see what we can find. That's the spirit. By the way, Chad, anybody looking forward to new Pokemon Snap coming out next Friday? Also, mystery! Bell Tower and Alchemist. According to Grey Earl, Sir Belduke's butler, the bell tower appeared mysteriously after lightning struck one evening. For some reason, Belduke became seriously agitated upon its appearance. More mysteries appear. But yeah, I gotta realize that, oh my goodness, we're back here. But yeah, chat, anybody interested in seeing me streaming next Friday? You know, snap some Pokemon? You know, toss some fruit? Take a picture of Pikachu on a stump? If Pikachu on a stump is not in the game gets a 0 out of 10. Pikachu on a stump is a staple. The Great Witch Bazella will be tried in the court? That will be Labyrinthia's final chapter, a fitting end for a town ruled by witches and their magic. Am I to believe that this final chapter has already begun? That is correct. And there is no way you can possibly change its final outcome. I wonder about that. You see, I gave my word to a young lady. I promised that without fail, I would be able to rescue her. If I'm not mistaken, the Great Witch trial will begin in 2 weeks' time. The same day on which you will hold your next parade. I believe that should give us sufficient time to show you what we can do. Such a smug countenance. I find it intolerable. I beg your pardon? 2 weeks from now, you say? I'm afraid that info is out of date, Herschel Layton. Out of date? What do you mean? My parade will be held the day after tomorrow, according to the amended story. He just changed. It was the updated fanfiction. Forget updated autopsy report. We got the updated fanfiction. What? What? The day after tomorrow? That's not fair. Now that's the kind of countenance I want from the characters in my story. He rewrote the fanfiction. What? That's what I do, didn't you know? I decide the fate of characters who have no knowledge of their future. Whoa! It would appear that you are not yet fully aware of the gravity of the situation. Let me see now. Just for fun, I'll write you a little story. A story full of surprises and a few tears. I shall enjoy seeing the emotions of the characters as they play their parts. A story for us? Stories are a fixture of this town. You would be wise to embrace them. Let's see, I think we need a stimulating incident. We shall have a witch, some witchcraft, and perhaps a little death. Death? You can't! Oh, but I can! Let me see, this is a golden opportunity to use the alchemist's residence. Oh, wait! How about this? Your comrade meets with death by golden curse in the alchemist's residence? This could be a truly interesting story. No way! Feel free to act as you wish when playing your role in the story. How can you? Golden curse? I can't read that. The beginning of a new tragedy or farce. The victim of a golden curse lies in the dwelling of a user of false alchemy. A man from afar falls to a golden curse, and a woman from afar cries out in grief. The woman is captured. Her dark trial begins. The fiery pit will cleanse all her sins. And skins. Sins and skins. Never forget that fire takes away all skins as well. A man from afar falls to a golden curse, and a woman from afar cries out in grief. This must be referring to Maya and Mr. Wright. If we don't do something, Mr. Wright and Miss Faye will be in danger. There's no time to lose, Luke. Let's go and find them. Right you are, Professor. Right you are, Professor. The story has already been written. And no matter what you do, you will not change the result. I do not agree. What we do next can change the future in any number of ways. I'm sure that's what you want to believe. In fact, a naive outburst like that could be a poignant plot point. Please, be my guest. Be my guest, be my bet. Your words may help to raise the tension and bring a little excitement to my story. You monster! Luke's like, Layton's like, hold on, Luke, hold on. Luke's like, Professor, hold my hat! Luke, now is not the time. We need to help Mr. Wright and Maya. Okay, let's go, Professor. Better hurry. I was about to beat him up. A friend's death added to tonight. Okay, oh boy, we're about to see something crazy real soon. Professor, do you hear a flopping sound coming this way? The sound of a large bird, perhaps. Bird? Burb? Burb? Oh my goodness! Owl! That's the owl that we saw in the audience room. It's holding a letter in its mouth, not to mention watching us intently. Perhaps you want to tell us something. Wait, chat. It's Shadow Noctowl from Pokemon Coliseum. I found Shadow Noctowl. Can I catch it with the Snag'em Ball? I want to catch it. Can I catch it, please, chat? Please, pretty, please. I want to catch it, please. Ooh, it's Hoot. What can we do for you? Oh yes, I speak owl. Please speak owl. I've got it, Professor. Hoot, that's the owl. Says the letter was delivered to the storyteller 3 months ago. To the storyteller? If that's so, then we can't very well keep it. Or can we? We gotta keep that letter. It's ours now. After all, it's wrong to read letters addressed to someone else. Did a law like that exist before? That's what the owl said. But he also said there's absolutely nothing written on the sheets of parchment inside the envelope. Look, Professor. See, they're totally blank. A letter with nothing written on it. That is indeed most curious. And another thing, Professor. The owl says this letter was sent by the alchemist. Was that, my boy? Written by the alchemist? Do you remember what the storyteller wrote in that story he penned a moment ago? A victim of a golden curse lies in the dwelling of a user of false alchemy. Which probably means the place at which this incident will occur is the home of the one who sent this letter. In other words, at the alchemist's house, right, Professor? It appears the address of the sender, Sir Belduke, is written on the envelope. Oh, Sabi, you believe you know what that letter is for? Oh, we burn it with fire and then it explodes, right? It's exploding paper. Hold on, I gotta get another sip of water. But man, ever since I got that shot, if I lift up the bottle with my right hand, it's like, I can't lift up too high. Remember to hydrate, chat. Remember to hydrate. I gotta drink a lot more water if I gotta be big and strong. Which means we had better make our way there immediately. Woo! Thanks, Mr. Hoot. Goodbye. I love the owl. The owl is great. The address on the envelope is somewhere near the town square. That's a little far from here, Professor. We might not make it in time. I think we better run. Look, my boy, we have the need to rent a steed. He rhymed. I think you're right, Professor. That would be far quicker than running. Oh. Quickly, Luke. There's no time to lose. Looks like... Professor, how do I ride a horse? Ease boy, this horse is certainly spirited. Ah! Luke, you fell off, my boy! Ah! And Luke was never seen again. Say, Nick, have you noticed how the color of the wall is different from all the other walls in the room? Oh, it's a green wall, chat. Green wall means green screen. I think Mr. Earl Grey is a Twitch streamer. He green screens out the wall to stream. I think I've investigated enough crime scenes by now to notice something as obvious as that, Maya. I'm embarrassed to admit it, but actually there was a small fire here a while ago. It was my fault. The wall ended up a little bit singed in the process. Now that you mention it, there are some signs of a fire on the floor there too. Yes, that's correct. Anyway, I decided to paint the wall myself. Looks like Mr. Grey Earl is way handier with his herbs than with a paintbrush. I lit a candle, set fire to some dry straw. In all my time as a butler, I've never made such a major blunder. Nah, it's not that bad. You're being a little hard on yourself. That's right, it's not so bad. You think that's bad? You should see Nick try and do the laundry. Now that's a major blunder. Okay, that was one time. Anyway, by the way, do you think Nick's blunder was actually putting some red clothing in his white shirt, and he had to go to court with his blue blazer and a pink shirt, and the judge is like, "My, Mr. Wright, you're looking quite pink today." Pink shirt Phoenix, pink shirt Phoenix. Let's go check out Mr. Belduke's study. While we're here, could you show us around your room a little, Mr. Grey Earl? Of course. If it will bring you any closer to finding the truth, be my guest. However, as the Knights of the Inquisition have ordered that the crime scene be left undisturbed, I must ask that you refrain from touching anything while you're in the study. Sure, we'll be careful. Maya's gonna touch everything, isn't she? Maya will touch everything, not me. Oh wait, I think I found... Oh, there was one more coin. Coin! I found a coiny. I love coin. Oh, we just left. Oops. I didn't mean to leave. Wow, I really just left the room right there. We just walk in and it's just this room? That's a weird entrance. Ah, wow. There's a lot of stuff going on in here. All that gold. I want it. Hey, look, Nick. They're on the floor. It's one of those whatchamacallits. You know, a crop circle, right? That's an alchemist circle, Maya. We're not in a wheat field. Or are we? I'm sorry to repeat myself, but please be sure not to touch anything. You heard it, Maya. That means keep your hands to yourself. Stevie, you're right. Transmutation circle. I've watched Full Metal Alchemist. I know my anime. I know what a transmutation circle is. It's when Ed and Now they put their hands together and magic appears. They do some magic stuff. They Why isn't it happening? Transmutation. Alchemy. Make it happen. I want to make a sloth. Give me a slack off. Right now. Please. No problem. I'll just do the touching with my eyes. With your eyes? Eyes? I'm touching things. I'm touching things. I'm getting coins, so I'm touching things. I mean, I can get the coins, I guess. That's not illegal. I can touch whatever I want as long as I get my coins. I want my coins, please. Give me coin. I want coin. Where's final coin? I want final coin. Come on, where's that sparkly stuff? Give me that sparkly stuff. I need it. There we go. Got my coin. What's the matter, Mr. Grey Earl? Oh, it's actually it's that pendant. I must say I find it fascinating. Oh, you mean this old thing? It's called the Magatama. Oh no. Magatama? Yup. You could say it's kind of like my source of power, I guess. I understand. Stones are often charged with energy after all. The pendant you're wearing is pretty neat too. It's such a mysterious color. Oh, this? It's an amethyst. Amethyst, pearl, garnet, amethyst, and pearl, and Steven. Master Belduke asked me to wear it. An amethyst? The amethyst brings about good vibrations in an alchemy sense. Mr. Grey Earl? Oh, I'm sorry. I was just remembering Master Belduke. He gave me this stone and accepted me as his assistant alchemist. But now, Master, such is the order of the natural world. Seems like Grey Earl really misses him. He must have really respected Sir Belduke. Aw. A curiously shaped implement, no idea what it's used for. That's a globe of the night sky. Oh, that painting. Hey, that's a pretty little picture over there. We could use a picture like this back at the office, don't you think? We could hang it right next to Charlie. The plant? What is it, Nick? The wall, but it's cool to see a Charlie being referenced in this game. They remember the plant. The plant still lives. The wall behind this picture frame. The wall? Oh, Dad! It seems like there's some kind of green mark on the wall just by the painting. I wonder if there's something hidden behind this painting. Hey, Nick, look at this. The wall behind the painting is painted green. Oh. Is there a problem? No problem. No problemo, mi amigo. This could be some kind of clue. Green! I got the green! I did it. I found the green. The cabinet might have contained the alchemist's research materials, but it's been emptied. That's no good. Oh, that's a magic circle. It's neatly drawn and it sure looks magical. I love magical things. Magical Travers back once again. Drive you insane. Is there anything else to investigate? Like, oh, this rug? There we go. The rug. It looks like a load of white powder has been scattered around the desk. Oh, about this white powder, has it been here since the incident? That's right. It was just like this when I entered the room on the morning following the incident. I know, I said a road, I made a mistake. I have left it this way ever since. I wonder what this powder is. Oh, it's sugar! I guess someone must have dropped a container full of some medicine. Please try not to walk in it. You may leave footprints. Now that you said it, all I want to do is leave little old footprints all over the place. It'll be like, Maya was here. No, no more. Get out the room. Oh, it took a while for the game to load that. Well, I think we just about investigated everything we can for now. But we didn't find any leads on the Great Witch. Oh, Mr. Grey Earl. Yes? What is it? Is there anywhere else you can think of where we might find more clues? Let me see. Well, there is a cellar under this study. That's where the master kept his research materials. A cellar? Under this room? Yes. There's a trapdoor in the floor, leading down to the cellar. A room containing Belduke's research materials. If you don't mind, I'd like to have a quick look at that bunker. I see. Very well. If you'll please just wait a moment. We're going in the cellar. We're going in the cellar. We're going in the cellar. I hope no one will die. That ladder leads down into the cellar, but be careful. It's rather dark and dank down there. It looks like it might be a little cramped down there too. That's true. Perhaps it is a little bit small for the both of you at once. Okay, Nick, this seems more like your kind of thing anyway. What do you mean? I don't know, I guess you're just more suited to small, dark, damp places. I'm not a rat, you know. Come on, you know that's not what I mean. I'll just stay up here and snoop around for some clues. It's not snooping, Maya, it's investigating. Anyway, you do that, I'll be right back. Imagine we come back and Maya's like touched everything, there's footprints all over the place, Grey Earl is dead. Dang, Maya. Yay, way to go, Nick. Grey Earl is well, as you return to my room, please give me a call as soon as you have both finished. Okay, got it. You're going to leave Maya alone in the room. Okay, fantastic. That's not gonna go wrong. Go. I see go. Such a tiny room. Ugh. It's a little chilly down here. Doesn't look like it's been used much. The air is so musty and stale. Anyway, better hurry up and take a look around. Is there a coin? Yep, there's coins in here. There's coins in here. Gotta steal the cellar coins for my own. The poor potted plants are starting to wither. I'm gonna get some water for them. Well, where is it? Where's the water, Phoenix? Ah, there was a coin in the herbs. Any other coins? There we go. Found them all. Go. Go. Looks like a sculpture of a goat, I think. Something about it gives me the creeps. Wait a second. Is this... This thing is completely made of gold! Could this be the result of alchemy? I guess in this town, anything's possible. If Maya were here, she'd break her back trying to take that goat away with her. That's strange. Almost everything in this room is covered in a layer of dust. Everything except for that goat, that is. Seems to have been kept in pristine condition. Anybody want a golden goat, chat? The challenge is you gotta lift that thing. You gotta lift that goat, and you gotta take it with you all the way to wherever you gotta get that, I don't know, convert it into money? Don't melt the goat, though. Do not melt the goat. Looks like Sir Belduke studied alchemy here, too. I don't see anything medicine-like, but there is sure a lot of equipment. This desk is pretty messy, not a speck of dust, though. I guess Grayo must be keeping it clean. There's a wooden box by the desk filled with all kinds of junk. A doll is peeping out of the box. I wonder if it was left by a little girl who was one of the doctor's patients. Or maybe it's yours, Phoenix. Maybe you left it. Anything else I can look over? This well? Oh well. Well, oh my goodness, he actually said it. He actually said it. Well, if this isn't a well, looks like it's still in use too. I'm guessing you need quite a bit of clean water for alchemy. Come to think of it, I haven't noticed any plumbing here in Labyrinthia. The water is magic. Well, looks like I've pretty much seen all there is to see down here. The room doesn't seem to have been used much, and there's nothing I can see that might provide a lead. If I stay here any longer, I might just end up covered in dust myself. Not to mention, standing here sighing is kind of clogging up my lungs. Oh. Maybe it's time I head back upstairs. I should probably see how Mai's doing. Like I said, we come back, Mai's left footprints all over the place. She's touched everything. Grey Arrow is dead. Oh, what's going on here? This is the alchemist's house. We have to hurry. But what are those two characters? Professor! Wait for me! I got trampled by the horses. I can't do anything.
Miss Faye.
Oh. Hey, Super Sloth, how do you do? You gotta check out your second favorite sloth after yourself. I thought I was the first.
Hi, Professor. What's up? You look flushed.
Where's Mr. Wright? Have you seen him?
He's in the cellar down below, cleaning things.
Nick. He's just down in the basement doing some investigating. He should be back up soon. So how did it go? Did you get to see the storyteller?
Please, get Mr. Wright immediately. It's safer if we're all together in one place. I'll explain later. Just
in one piece.
Huh?
As things stand, Mr. Wright is in serious danger.
I can't compete with your narcissism. But Super Sloth, I thought you loved me. Come on. I mean, look at my eyes. How can I not be number one?
Nick's in danger? What do you mean?
I have reason to believe that a witch will appear here soon.
Oh wait, the music just stopped. Something's about to happen, isn't it? Who's summoning the witch? Oh my... Is that Bazella?
All is as written in the story.
Do you happen to be the great witch Bazella?
Concern yourselves not with who I am, but rather with what you will now become.
Become? Am I gonna be a frog? Frogton? Professor Frogton? And Frogga? Oh, dearie me, whatever is the matter, child? You look positively flushed. Sir Belduc is no longer resident here. You'll need to go elsewhere for your medicaments. I know that. Let me through. It's a matter of life and death. How did Layton go through, but a child can't? Early? Life and death, you say? If so, then I may foresee a hit ballad. Raise up your hearts and sing with Birdly. My bird is Cracker, first, second, and thirdly. Ah, this must be that rival Mr. Barley was talking about. Anyway, I'm in a hurry. Oh, dearie me. Oh, is he being... Wait. Did I just hear a hold on? I heard that sound effect. Oh.
Dearie me.
Oh my... Oh, his arm came off!
Professor!
Oh my goodness! No. No. Don't tell me.
What the?
Oh my gosh. Does that...
Professor.
Don't tell me Maya's gonna be the one that they think is sauce. Ah, what's next? Are they gonna burn Layton for money
The
now?
words the storyteller wrote really really did come true.
Holy heck.
In the worst possible way.
But the thing is, his arm came off. If we somehow get Layton back, is he gonna be armless? Do we gotta super glue the arm back? We gotta glue the arm back, and then maybe when he comes back, it'll be like...
A man from afar falls to a golden curse.
It really did happen.
First, I thought he was referring to Mr. Wright.
I mean, I thought like the gold meant like the golden goat in the
But I
bottom.
got it all wrong. It was about the professor.
Oh my goodness. To be continued next week. Thank you for coming, everybody. I hope you enjoyed yourselves. I know this stream was an hour long. I joked though. We're moving on. We're continuing. Mystery! The Golden Layton? He can't even say anything because he's gold. He usually says something, but when he's gold, he can't even say anything. I gotta say, that's a nice touch right there. That is a nice touch. Layton, do you got anything to say about this? Thank you for your info, Mr. Layton. I appreciate it. My goodness, that's actually pretty dark right there, chat. That's actually pretty dark. I was not expecting that. Oh, wow, I missed some puzzles, but I got 4 puzzles for Riddell. Alright. But hold on, Layton could possibly be dead, because the thing is, if you're gold, you're technically dead, right? It's like being turned to stone. Chapter 4, The Golden Court. Gold? Money? You know what else is gold? Twitch Prime, if you... forget it. It doesn't make sense. How has it come to this? I mean, Zeeby, if Layton felt everything, especially his arm breaking off, he's just in the golden statue. You can't hear a thing, but inside his head, he's just... The darned witch! Why did it have to happen to the professor of all people? You've gotta be kidding. You gotta believe me, Nick. I may be a spirit medium, but I'm no witch. Don't worry, I know it wasn't you. I can't believe it. Even in another world, Maya is sus. Are you joking me? Is there a single game where Maya is not sus at all? Come on. Say, have you seen Luke today? I haven't seen him since last night. He was crying all night. I didn't know what to say to him. No kidding. He's the one suffering the most from all this. Poor kid. He probably needs some time alone with his grief. We should leave him be. Yeah. He shouldn't have to see this trial. It'd be way too hard for him. Espella! Oh, it's Espella! What are you doing here, Espella? Have you been cleared of the accusations? I mean, Super Slop, I haven't played Day. I haven't played the Duels of Destinies, the DS game Duels of Destinios. But that's good to know. I mean, I believe that may be the next... Wait. Yeah, I think Duel Destinies may be the next game. Then maybe the 6th one or the Great Ace Attorney. We'll see when we get there, chat, because we got Great Ace Attorney Chronicles coming out, and that's amazing. Now, when can we get Ace Attorney 7? Can we get more games, please, Capcom? No, not yet. If only it was that easy. It's just that I'm not technically under arrest, so I got special permission to come here. I'm free to go wherever I like within this building. Ah, I see. I heard about Mr. Layton. It's awful. He was such a good man. Man, Espella thinking he already dead too. Even though it is pretty dark though. I'm sorry, Espella. Huh? What are you apologizing for? We were supposed to find clues connected to Bazella, but we couldn't find anything. And now the professor's been... No, don't say that. It's not your fault. It's Trilogy, then Apollo Justice, then Investigations, then Versus Layton, then Dual Destinies, then Spirit of Justice. I haven't played Investigations though, but do I really have to play every game in order? I didn't know Versus Layton was... Wait. Is Versus Layton after Apollo Justice? I thought it was before Apollo Justice. Is there an I thought this was just a spin-off, like it doesn't really matter. I don't know. After in terms of game, really? So I guess Phoenix really is back in law, okay. And I don't believe a word of what they say about Maya. She isn't a witch. Thank you, Espella. I mean, I know release date, but I mean, like, in-game timeline, if there is one. Because you know how Mario and Zelda have a timeline. Where's Phoenix's Wright timeline? Where's the good story, the good ending, and the bad ending? Where's the one if Phoenix Wright saves the world, and the one where Phoenix Wright doesn't save the world? If Phoenix Wright dated Dahlia, and where he didn't date Dahlia? If he ate the poison and he didn't eat the poison. What about those timelines? Were those splits? Actually, that'd be kind of fun though. So if Phoenix didn't eat the poison, then the story ends there. But if he did eat the poison, then he becomes a lawyer later on. Mr. Wright, do you mind if I assist you in court today? Huh? I know I may not be of much use, but I'll do what I can. Dated Iris, not Dahlia? Oh, dang. I got found out, didn't I? I got found out. But I'll do what I can. I want to help you and Maya. Espella? Excuse me? Who could... Oh, Earl Grey! You're... Oh, Grey Earl. I put the things backwards. I said Earl Grey, not Grey Earl. You're still low-key annoyed that she doesn't appear in later games? I mean, Super Sloth, it would... Wait, she doesn't? Wait, CB, you just noticed that? I pointed that out earlier. You just noticed that? I pointed that out earlier! How did you not hear me say that? How dare you? Grey Earl, butler of the late Master Belduke, I have come to inquire after Miss Maya. It is most regrettable what happened yesterday. Oh, thank you for coming all the way here. You look really pale, John. Are you alright? Oh, please don't worry about me. It's merely that, since the incident, sleep has eluded me. Oh, I spent the night searching through Master's notes on alchemy. I hope there may be some mention of a method by which something turned to gold may be reverted back to its original form. You were looking for a way to rescue the professor? But first reattach his arm, find the alchemy spell to reattach his arm? Otherwise, he'll come back and you just hear, "Ah! Luke, my arm! It's off! Ah! Where's the puzzle to fix that? I need to find a puzzle to fix my arm! Ah!" I think it's pronounced like how you pronounce a pair of jeans, not like Sean. So it's Jean? Jean Grey Earl? Human fate is often cruel, but that's also why we must never lose hope. That's 2020 in a nutshell. Jean. Defender accused! The trial is about to start. Proceed to the chamber. Yes, we're coming. Nick, cheer up, Maya. I'm not just going to let them sentence you. I just wish all this would stop already, whether someone's a witch or not. No one deserves to be burned. I know. I can't stand for it either. If you kindly excuse me now, I must return to my duties. No problem. We, appreciate you coming to see us. Connect Layton's millions of ripped nerve endings in the arm to reattach it. 300 Picarat. And not worth it, I don't want to do it. Something's bothering me. Jean seems somewhat odd today. Let's go, Mr. Wright. The trial's about to begin. Okay, Maya too. No, wait. There was Maya, then the science girl, and Trucy. I think you're Maya number 4. No, wait, is Espella Maya number 4?
The trial of Maya Fey shall now begin, as scheduled.
Scheduled. Once again, Maya, once again, you are in court. What have you, why?
Knights of the
Scheduled.
Court, are you ready to cross your swords of justice?
Actually, I like that. Scheduled.
Inquisitor Zacharias Barnum always has his sword ready for the work of justice.
Defense ready, Your Honor. At this stage, I just gotta give it all I've got.
It would appear the defender has thrown down the gauntlet, Sir Barnum.
Oh, we're about to see a real fight here. So we got Barnum and his sword, Phoenix and his hair. Which one will win, hair or sword? Von Karma's dead, bruh? Well, good, he deserves it.
Now, before we begin...
Have you seen what he does?
Defender?
Yes, Your Honor.
Last time we met, you stood in this court as an apprentice baker.
Oh, I got a promotion. I went from baker to lawyer in just a day. It's amazing.
In all honesty, when I saw you for the first time, I thought to myself, a baker should stick to bread baking.
And then I said, wow, this bread breaking is horrible.
Is that so? What a fine first impression I made.
Wait until I see the witnesses. Oh boy. Phoenix has gone up against Marvel suit. Wait, what? Oh, you're talking about Marvel vs. Capcom. I'm a doofus.
However, today you are not merely some befuddled maker of sweet buns.
I'm
obliged
doofus.
to fully recognize you as a knight of law and justice, on par.
Well, he
with
could go
Inquisitor
up against
Zacharias
Mario
Barnum.
if he was in Smash Bros. Come on, Nintendo. Where's Phoenix Wright in Smash Bros? I want to see that happen. Either that or Crash Bandicoot. I want either one in Smash Bros, please. Please, either
Now
one.
may your duel begin. Fight bravely and expose the truth behind this heinous crime.
And then it turns into Marvel vs. Capcom fighting, and then I gotta actually, like, press A, B. I gotta do combos and whatnot. I gotta juggle Zacharias in the air like, gotcha, gotcha, gotcha.
All right, we're all counting on you, Inquisitor Barnum.
I knew she was a witch as soon as I laid my eyes on her. She's got witch written all over her. Why not put the baker on trial? Bake the baker, I'd say!
Oh, wow.
They treat him like some sort of celebrity.
They treat him like a god.
He may be adored by the crowds, but when he pointed his sword my way, you managed to shield me from his accusations.
Aww.
Maya clearly isn't a witch, so surely your victory is certain.
Thank you for believing in me, Espella.
Thank you, Maya number 4.
Espella Cantabella. I have given you leave to come to this trial today. However, that does not mean that the charges against you have been dropped. Rather than worry about others, you should consider your own situation.
Thank you for granting me your permission, Inquisitor.
Are you saying Maya's witch-like because she can channel the dead? Wow. I mean, I mean, the thing is, a witch can resurrect the dead to become zombies. I haven't seen a witch, like, resurrect the dead to be human or whatever. So, I don't know. As you wish, my lord. As usual, let us commence this trial by first recounting the event, if it pleases you, Sir Blue Knight. As, you wish, Inquisitor. I still can't get used to this terminology. This heinous crime occurred in the residence of the late Newton Belduke the Alchemist. Here is the sketch plan of his residence. It's a pretty small dang house, isn't it? This room of a somewhat questionable nature is the alchemist's study, in which the incident took place. Newton cookies. Newton. The only ones present at the moment of the crime were the accused and the victim, no one else. Also, I do apologize if my speech is a little odd. I was recording Super Book of Mario right before the stream. And it turned out to be longer than I thought because the level was freaking long. My goodness. The witnesses who arrived at the scene seconds later have indicated where they found the accused and the victim. Very well, the sketch is accepted as evidence. Yay! The accused took Sir Layton's life with the most cruel of magic. A living man 1 second, a golden statue the next. Such wickedness. Magic that turns things into gold? Sure, why not? Did I get lag at all when I lit the light? Okay, so it wasn't just me that had that problem. Yeah, the one room where I had to go all the way up, that got real laggy. I mean, the thing is, there was nothing important in that room, so you know when I edit it, it's gonna skip. It must be an engine problem. Yeah, I mean, you know I don't record the gameplay because if you want to see the gameplay, I did play Super Paper Mario. If you want to see the funny stuff, Super Book of Mario. You know what's gonna be interesting? I gotta find a way to get the King of Miami to work. That is gonna be interesting in the future. The Book of Mario King of Miami. Is origami just Miami? Several townspeople rushed to the room and paid witness to the horror of this magic. The accused has been captured and charged. Goodness, that is terrifying. Rumors have reached me that the victim was a most scintillating man. I'm not quite certain whether it was prior to or after. What game we talking about? Super Book of Mario. So I recorded an episode today, and there's a room where it's extremely laggy, but since I don't put any gameplay in the videos, you're not gonna see it anyway. But there was a room where it's crazy laggy. Phoenix, you live in a world where people can channel the dead. Magic that turns people into gold seems feasible after that. I mean, rather dead than gold, because the thing is, the only magic you see is gunshot, gunshot, gunshot. Then gold. I mean, and then Maya and Mia, you know, possessing bodies. Yeah, that thing. Rumors have reached me that the victim was a most scintillating man. I'm not quite certain whether it was prior to or after. But incidentally, was this Sir Layton not the same hat maker who attended our previous trial? No, he wasn't a hat Bizarre as it is. Sir Layton's profession and origin remain unknown. He was a stranger in this city. That is all we know. And you, sir, his acquaintance, you are an unusual presence in our city yourself. I used to be a baker, what do you mean? Today's case is certainly peculiar. And that is not the last of the peculiarities, my lord. The alchemist's study has been the scene of another strange incident in the past. Ah, yes, I remember as if it were yesterday. The mysterious death of Newton Belduke himself. Indeed, my lord, regrettably, the only case of witchcraft still to remain unsolved in our fair city. The witch may have escaped her punishment back then. But perhaps today is the day on which both these mysterious crimes shall be solved. What? What are you implying? Patience, you will know soon enough, Sir Suddenly Pale Blue Knight. Oh boy. How interesting, it seems that the Inquisition have something up their sleeve. Now, Inquisitor Barnum, you may begin. Thank you, my lord. The Inquisition summons the witnesses to this malicious crime of witchcraft. If only I made it to the room sooner, maybe I could have prevented all this from happening. I'm pretty sure you both would have turned into gold. I won't let Maya take the rap for this. I'll find every single crack in their testimony and prove it wasn't her. Welcome to the Witch's Court, honorable witnesses. Now let us hear your names and occupations. It's Emir! What happened to Emir? Emir really got a glow up, didn't he? I am known far and wide as Emir Punchin Bag. Emir Punchin Bag? Emir Punching Bag, wow. soon to be the new head of Punching Bags Retail Organization Pro.
Hang on!
Wait a minute, witness! What's that, Blue Squire? You're that guy from the previous trial. Just, what the heck's happened to you? You look like you've been on one of those ultimate makeover shows. Wait, why does he have toxic stuff in his left hand? Whatever do you mean? Me name is Emir Punching Bag. I soon to be the head of Punching Bags Retail Organization Pro. What is the meaning of this, Inquisitor? I do not care to delve into this witness's personal affairs. Looks like he remembers him all too well. Witnesses, pray continue. Oh dearie, dearie me, it is I who usually ask the questions. It's alcohol, obviously. I thought it was poison, because poison have the skull and crossbones. I am, you see, but a humble teacher. Call me Miss Primstone. The children of Labyrinthia Primary School have the privilege of learning the truths about this world from me. An elementary school teacher, huh? Good to know at least one witness seems sensible. Hey, there's a parrot! The winds carry my song as barely stringing along, parrot and bard ensemble avant-garde. My faithful muse here is Cracker the musical parrot. No one understands music like Cracker, aside from me, naturally. At least there's not another goat. I mean, but we did deal with a parrot before. First game, fourth case. What a smart bird, he just imitated that teacher perfectly. What? Excuse me? I'm Luke Triton. My occupation is the professor's apprentice. Luke? Luke, but why? What are you doing there? I made up my mind. I'm doing this for the professor. A gentleman has to pursue the truth. But Luke, that's where the Inquisition's witnesses stand. I'll never forgive that witch. A gentleman shouldn't glare at people as if you want to hit them in the face. Luke, your friend today can be your enemy tomorrow. Such is the hard reality of the battlefield. Wow, what a twist. So, we got Amir returning, a teacher, a bard and his parrot, and Luke. This trial's gonna be interesting, isn't it? Witnesses, we will now hear your testimonies. Tell us all of this wicked incident which you have been unfortunate enough to witness. Hold on, I need water to get ready for this. Give me a second. I need to get my throat ready for what's about to happen. I hear a scream and an incantation, and then when I entered the room, the victim was already all shiny. Mayhap something caused discord between erstwhile friends. Mr. Soulcat had a knife at the ready in his hand. Wait, what? A knife? Victim of magic, sparkly and done for. I heard the staff fall on the floor. The professor must have seen through Miss Maya's deception and confronted her right there face to face. Luke! How dare you? I see, thank you all. However, on one part of the testimony was somewhat confusing. You there, the singer. Singer? Could you possibly mean me, Birdly the Bard? Your Excellence? Yes, that would be you, singer. This staff that you said, sung about. Oh my goodness, he just pulls out another staff like, oh, I got it right here. I was planning to use it, but if you want it, I can give it to you now. It is as you suspect, my lord. This very witch's scepter. There are 2 different magic gems attached, meaning the perpetrator could have used 2 types of magic. Yeah, it would seem so. This gem here enables the use of a gold transmutation spell, Goldor. Goldor, just the word alone makes the tiny hairs on the back of my neck stand up. The drink! Ha ha ha, that's the one alright. That's the dreadful incantation that I, a mere punching bag I, also heard. Or punching bag the first. Oh dearie dearie me, I have seen that scepter, so I have. Clank tips over the golden man, the scepter falls, not the witch's plan. Oh, it's so out of tune! Oh dearie dearie me. How dare she do that to the professor? By the way, this witch's scepter was found on the floor near the victim. If you'll turn your attention to the sketch plans, it was located right here. A scepter dropped by the accused would naturally tumble to exactly that spot.
Objection!
Inquisitor Barnum, what you're saying amounts to nothing more than a baseless assumption. You are on edge today, Sir Blue Knight. Is it because your friend is on trial? Perhaps you had better cool yourself down. Well, anyway, the court accepts the scepter as evidence. Thank you, my lord. Cool, new staff. Gold door on everybody. Oh, look at that gold door. Transmutation spell transmutes the caster's target into solid gold. The spell will transmute the closest target within range. Inquisitor Barnum, may I ask you something? What is it now, Sir Blue Knight? We know that one of the gems is for the spell Goldor, but what about the other one? A naive question, huh? Naivete may be no hindrance to a baker who spends most of his time amidst bread, but it can be your undoing here in court. Would a knight put a weapon in his enemy's hand? He's telling me to do my homework, huh? Mr. Wright, I'll look for info about that magic gem in the Grand Grimoire. Thank you, Espella. That would be great. Just leave it to me. She seems very happy to help. Alright. The defender may interrogate the witnesses. Let's do it. Cross-examination time. It's the mirror. I hear a scream and an incantation. Whoa! And then when I entered the room, the victim was already all shiny. And, what is this all about exactly? What do you mean, Blue Squire? Your gaudy, colorful outfit. I mean, your attire was different last time, a little more modest. The Amir you knew back then is no more. Oh wait, I can't forget about this. I can also switch around. Looks like, I am a new man now, reborn into the higher echelons of society. Gulp, 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 gulp. What's he drinking? There's a skull and crossbones mark on that bottle. Enough idle chatter. The witness heard a scream and an incantation. Is that correct? Ah, that's right. It's just like what you said earlier, Inquisitor Barnum. It was the spell Goldor, and it was without doubt the voice of the accused that said it. However, it's rather peculiar. When I saw the accused and the victim together last time, they seemed to be on friendly terms. The next witness will dispel your doubts, my lord. Mayhap something caused discord between erstwhile friends. Mr. Silcat had a knife at the ready in his hand. Are you saying you think they quarreled? The other day I saw you all together in this very court, and you were evidently friends. Well, yeah, that's true, but what's that got to do with... Now everyone listen carefully. No chatting in the back row. What I say now will be in the next exam. Miss Brimstone's lesson number 5. Friendship leads to nothing but trouble. Wait, Pixel Dog, why'd you ask for the Discord? Discord? Oh. Because somebody said Discord. Okay. People would not break up and part their ways in anger if they did not become friends in the first place. The kids in her class must grow up to be model citizens. Oh, dearie, dearie me, what I saw in that room curdled the blood in my veins. Mr. SoCal was pointing that glittering knife ever so threateningly. Oh. Wait, hold on. Luke is kind of sus about that.
Hang on!
Is everything okay, Luke? No, of course not, it's okay. The professor was a true gentleman. And no gentleman would go around threatening people with knives. I couldn't agree more. Silly boy, I saw you, Professor, pointing a knife. Are you insinuating that I'm a liar, you cheeky little whippersnapper? The professor would never do that. You don't know him. At least Luke's found someone else to antagonize. Wow. Mr. Wright? What is it? I think there was some important information in Miss Primstone's testimony. Really? Oh, I'm sorry, it's not my place to say things like that. I didn't notice anything. What could that be? What was Espella about to say? Hey, speak out, Espella. Espella, why don't you tell us all what you've noticed? Oh, is that okay? It's just something I'd like to ask Miss Primstone about. Well, just go ahead and ask her. Excuse me, Miss Primstone, do you mind if I ask you a question? Oh, it's you, Miss Espella Cantabella. Miss Primstone, did you actually see the knife that Mr. Layton was holding? I did, as a matter of fact, yes, I remember that glinting blade very well. A most frightening sight it was, too. And you saw that from the door, didn't you? Now, if we look at the sketch... When the incident took place, Mr. Layton must have been facing this way, correct? Look at him hold that knife. There's Mr. Layton's vibe check right there. That's Mr. Layton when you fail the vibe check. He looks at you like that, no emotion, pointing a knife at you. To be honest, that seems like yep, I failed. Ah! That must have been the case, otherwise the witness would not have been able to see it. Well, that's all I wanted to ask. The more info we have, the better, right? The direction the professor was facing. That could be important. This info shall be added to the court record. So the thing is... He's facing away from Maya, though. If Maya was back there, and then Layton was pointing at the transmutation circle, then... yeah, that could help out. I'm sorry I jumped in like that, but I really wanted to help. Oh, this just reminded me, they really added an option in the Great Ace Attorney that's like, hey, are you dumb? Don't worry, we'll do everything for you. Wait, what do you mean everything? Like, autoplay for you? Like, if you don't know the answer, it will just give you the answer? It'll do it for you? What? Then what's the point? Not at all, Espella. We were able to get some more info, for which may just come in handy. You think so? An auto advance option that literally does everything. You mean all I have to do is just put auto advance and I can just sit back and just read and be like, I did it! I beat the game all by myself with not getting nothing wrong! Yay me! I did it! Now then, the next testimony shall continue with the testimony. Wait, the next witness. Did I say testimony for testimony? I don't know. Victim of magic, sparkling done for I heard the staff fall on the floor.
Hold it!
Would you mind describing what you saw without singing about it? As you wish, my musically impaired friend. Simply put, when I entered the room, the victim was worth his weight in gold, for obvious reasons. He tipped over and fell heavily onto the floor. The room became drearily silent. And then I heard that scepter tumbling across the floor. Oh, wait, what? Oh, wait, I missed it. Couldn't he have just said it like that the first time around? Clearly, the witch must have dropped the scepter then.
Objection.
That's merely your assumption. Now, Mr. Birdley, did you actually see Maya drop a scepter, or did you just hear something tumbling on the floor? I must confess my eyes were rather more drawn towards the brilliantly glistening golden statue. I did not witness the witch drop in the scepter, no, but I did hear it, and my sense of hearing is peerless. I see. Now we would like to hear the next witness's testimony. This next witness is a bit problematic. I mean, either way, imagine, so basically, CB, what you're telling me is that they added a baby mode. Imagine I play baby mode. I'm gonna play the auto advance mode. Yay me! Alright, let's get back to where we were. I missed something. Miss Primstone was... I heard that scepter tumbling across the floor. Oh, there we go. Saucy! May I ask you something, Miss Primstone? You wonder if the teacher lady says ara ara in the Japanese? Oh my goodness. Is that what we need? Ara ara. Dearie, dearie me, oh dearie, dearie me. My dear, do not frighten me so I feel like a schoolgirl caught napping during class. Miss Primstone, did you see the witch's scepter at the crime scene? Well, about that, I must confess I do not clearly recall. You don't remember? When I went into the room, the golden man fell down and made quite the ruckus. That is why I did not notice a scepter being dropped. So you didn't see it after all. But I am certain that witch girl had it. She must have been hiding it behind her back.
Objection!
Please don't assume Maya is a witch just because she's been accused. Miss Primstone is certainly quick to make assumptions. I see. Now, we would like to hear the next witness's testimony. Oh boy, here comes the Lukey boy. Lukey boy! The professor must have seen through Miss Maya's deception and confronted her right there face to face. You sure? Because in the floor plan, they don't look like they were going face to face. Well, hold on, I'm gonna press him first, because I think he's acting kinda sus right there. Lukey acting kinda sus. Luke, open your eyes, Maya isn't a witch! Ever since we came to this town, lots of unbelievable things have happened. And that's why, from now on, I'll only believe what I see with my own eyes. Luke, when I went into that room, the only people I saw were the professor and Maya. The professor had been turned to gold, and Maya dropped that scepter. That's not true! What? Maya? I didn't have any scepter, and we weren't the only ones in that... Silence! The accused has no right to speak! Be silent or you will face punishment. We can end this trial immediately should you decide you feel talkative again. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, Luke, is that really the truth? Huh? Did you really see the scepter? I don't know. When the professor turned to gold and collapsed right in front of me, everything seemed to fade to black. And then I could have sworn I've at least heard Maya drop the scepter. The scepter was found at the scene of the crime. That is the unavoidable truth. Only the accused could have dropped it. I think I know what to do. This isn't looking good. I feel so sorry for Luke. He's so full of anger and despair that he can't think clearly. He said he can't forgive the witch. I understand how he feels. Anyway, I need to find a way to calm Luke down first of all. Okay, so I gotta focus on Luke. It's Luke I gotta focus on. Face to face, he says, but on the floor plan, they're not face to face, so I'm gonna give that a big ol' objection! Luke, you said that you will only believe what you see with your own eyes. But what you think you saw may not be the whole truth. Huh? What do you mean? Take a close look at the sketch of the crime scene. At the time of the incident, Professor Layton and Maya were standing here. Now, we have learned from Miss Primstone's testimony which way the professor was facing. He was facing this way. Oh! You have testified that the professor confronted Maya face to face. But looking at the sketch of where they were standing, one thing is clear. There is a contradiction in your testimony. Oh! That's right, Luke. Get wrecked. Whether they were facing each other or not is of no relevance whatsoever. He's so small, he is. They were the only ones in that room. One was a victim, thus the other must be a witch. I will ask you to wait before jumping to conclusions, Inquisitor. Think back to Miss Primstone's testimony. She told us that the professor was pointing a knife at someone threateningly. However, you can see in the sketch that he wasn't threatening Maya. So then who was he pointing the knife at? Oh. Luke, what is it? The professor would never point a knife at anyone. I was the one who opened the door to that room, so I was the first witness, and I saw no knife. Miss Primstone's testimony is not reliable. Oh, dearie me, will you look at this child sputtering nonsense and talking badly of its elders? Inquisitor Barnum? Yes, my lord? It should pose no difficulty to verify whether or not the victim had a knife. After all, that sparkling golden body of his has been found at the scene of the crime, has it not? Indeed it has, my lord. Court attendants, you heard the judge. Bring the victim into the courtroom. Oh, they're gonna bring him in? They're going to bring Golden Layton in. Professor? Oh boy. He's gorgeous. Oh no, his arm is still off. Holy heck, that's a beautiful statue though, even though an arm is missing. Look at that. Did it get damaged in transit? Professor! Professor! So this is the power of the gold transmutation spell. Most spectacular. It looks like work of the finest artisans. I assure you it is the work of no artisans, my lord. By the way, the missing arm has not been found yet. I can't believe this, Professor. I suppose we should add the victim to the... okay, Layton is evidence now. The poor professor who, while searching for evidence, became evidence. I present you, Mr. Layton himself. I can't believe it, he's evidence. Can't believe it. This is unfortunate. I thought the evidence would be as good as gold. But although it technically is, we are still no closer to discerning whether or not the victim was holding a knife.
Hold it!
Let me speak, please. Maya, the professor didn't have a knife, and also, there was another person in that room. The real witch was there too. Please believe me. Accused! Do I really need to warn you again? Inside the cage, you are to behave like a bird that has forgotten its song. Speak again and you shall be punished. Or are you in a particular hurry to taste the flames of justice, little bird?
Objection!
But it's true that someone else could have been at the crime scene. Look at the sketch. The victim was facing towards someone and that person wasn't Maya. Sir Blue Knight, your ignorance is no longer even a surprise. Huh? You do not know what transpired at the crime... You do not know what transpired at the crime scene. You think this man was pointing at another person, you say? Let me tell you this. Nearly everyone in this court other than you knows what Sir Hat was pointing at. What? Well, honorable witnesses, is that not so? I am here punching bag the first. Love me some gossip and stories of the occult. Elusive like mist, the magical beast. Its chilling breath brings about death. Oh dearie, dearie me. You could use some education, Blue Knight. I can offer you private tuition, but it will not come cheap. If the professor wasn't confronting Maya... Witnesses, you will now testify. Tell us all about this other presence at the crime scene. Oh boy. Oh, he drunky. He already drunk. I'm ready. Drunk. We all know what happened to that alchemist, so this case no mystery. Same place, same magic trick. This time her luck ran out and she dropped that magic scepter. The truth was cured by a twisted ruse. The witch couldn't vanish but did confuse. It happened because the professor unraveled the mystery behind all these witches. The same magic trick was used? They were referring to an incident from 3 months ago. Much like this incident, a man lost his life to witchcraft in that very room. It was the master of that residence, Sir Newton Belduc the Alchemist. He suffered death by strangulation. Wow. Finger marks were left on his neck. He had locked himself in his study, and the keys were still in his pocket. In other words, no one could have entered that room. The perpetrator disappeared from a locked room, just like in this case. A large amount of powdered medicine was spilled all over the floor. Powdered medicine? So Belduc was an alchemist. He possessed various medicinal concoctions. Due to the presence of that powder, had anyone entered that room, clear footprints would have remained, yet there were none. That's the kind of mystery that the professor would have loved to solve. Like a puzzle. Thus, there were 2 unnatural circumstances to Sir Belduc's death. The culprit's disappearance from a locked room, and the fact that they appeared not to have walked on the floor. It's almost as if they flew away. In other words, it couldn't have been the mirror magic that was used in my case the other day. Seems like the killer levitated above the floor, strangled Belduc, and vanished into thin air. But what does that have to do with this trial? It has been 3 months since that murder. Hold on, chat. Give me 1 second. Gotta stretch for a bit. Gotta do a bit of a stretch. Alright. That was quite the stretch. Despite that, we still haven't been able to find the witch responsible. But now, having eluded us for so long, that witch has finally been brought before this court. We will have justice. What? No way, now he thinks Maya killed the alchemist too. We weren't even here back then. But it's not like I can explain that to him. I stretch by sleeping. I know it's cute, isn't it? Haha. Well then, why don't you interrogate the witnesses? Now that you are aware of the connection between the 2 murders.
Objection!
You can't be serious. 3 months ago, we weren't even... Defender, you may interrogate the witnesses. May their testimonies lead us to the truth. Oh boy. Now to interrogate Drunky McDrunky Pants. We all know what happened to that alchemist, so this case no mystery. You're talking about Mr. Belduc's murder, which took place in a locked room. Yeah, real shocker, alright. Everyone was talking about it. People don't say this out loud, but you know, you're thinking it too. I don't have the faintest idea what you're talking about. Ain't it clear as day he was an alchemist? An alchemist! Alchemy's just like magic, ain't it? So Belduc was a man. Only a woman can be a witch. What's more, witchcraft has nothing to do with alchemy. They're different, somehow. Alchemy is the mysterious art of manipulating the forces of nature, or so it is said. Well, that sounds like a lot like magic to me. Alchemy is incomprehensible to regular people. It's all magic, really. Emir looks different? What are you talking about? He always looks the same to me. And you know, a couple of days before the witch got him, there was that lightning that struck. Lightning? Glad you're asking, because I like telling that one. All of a sudden, like a bolt from the blue sky, there was this bolt from the sky, only it wasn't blue. The sky lit up and turned blood red, and then out of nowhere, an old-looking bell tower appeared in a burst of flames. Makes you realize Mother Nature's pretty powerful stuff, eh? Yeah, I think you got a haircut as well. Yeah. You have straight off the topic at hand, witness. This is a courthouse, not an inn. Save your thrilling stories for later. Same place, same magic trick. This time her luck ran out and she dropped that magic scepter. Would you care to elaborate on that, Miss Primstone? You could say that I'm a scholar and my knowledge is vast and diverse. I know a thing or two about witchcraft. Therefore, I have a very good idea of the type of magic that must have been used this time. The magic behind this mysterious figure that appeared out of nowhere, glided through the air and vanished after making the kill. Indeed, yes, and the witch's scepter confirms my theory. A brilliant deduction. I am honored to have this studied under an excellent teacher such as yourself, Miss Primstone. She was his teacher? Actually, I guess that kind of explains a lot. Our occult crime and analysts have arrived at the same conclusion. Mr. Wright! I found it! The page about the purple magic gem! The spell's called Familia. Familia? Familia? It means family. What does it do? Uka? Uka? What the heck is Uka? The spell Familia bound within this purple gem is used to summon a familiar. Familiars appear out of nowhere, glide through the air, and vanish when their task is accomplished. They are evil, bloodthirsty spirits used by witches to perform outrageous crimes. Evil spirits? Are you saying that the witch used a familiar to... It was a familiar that took Sir Belduke's life, and now has appeared again. Sir Silcat was probably trying to ward off the evil spirit with his knife. But what good is a knife against an occult creature? It completed the task given to it by the witch and promptly vanished. Thus bringing us to the conclusion that... Sir Belduke and Sir Silcat were both killed by the same witch. What? Hey, Layton. What an unexpected turn of events. The two incidents have been shown to be connected, due to the same witch's scepter having been seen used in both cases. Alright, Goldor and Familiar, they're inside. Familia, Shadow Familiar spell, summons forth a magical familiar from the shadows. Although it possesses a physical form, it is completely weightless. Man, I would love to be weightless, so when I jump up very high. No weight will be holding me down, but at the same time, the wind will blow me away. Just hear whoosh, and I'm like, ah! Oh, this is terrible. Now Maya is accused of 2 murders. Oh, dearie, dearie me. I was right as always. This gruesome murder will be in the next exam. Make sure to take note. Now, I shall divulge what really happened. We are all ears, Miss Primstone. That hat maker was pointing the knife at the witch's familiar.
Hold it!
Did you actually see the familiar? Oh, dearie, dearie me, no I did not. When that boy opened the door, the familiar had just disappeared. Had the boy opened the door sooner, no doubt we will all have seen it. If he were my student, I would have made sure to teach him not to dilly-dally. Oh. Luke? Is everything alright, Luke? You seem to be in deep thought about something. No, it's not right at all. Is there something in Miss Primstone's testimony that you'd like to comment on? That's what I keep telling you! The professor wouldn't point a knife at anyone! Dearie, dearie me, what an impertinent child. I'm telling you, I saw a knife. I distinctly saw the glint of a sharp blade.
Objection!
At any rate, as we can see now, the victim's arm is missing. As such, there is no proof that he had a knife.
Objection!
That is but a mere detail, and matters not. A mere detail? Matters not? Oh my, anyhow, I wonder, where could that missing arm be? Yeah, that ought to be looked into. Oh. Emir?
Hang on!
Mister, do you have something you'd like to share with the class? He do be drinking, though. He do be drinking. Mr. Emir! Is Mr. Emir punching back the first to you, Bluey? The likes of you oughta show some respect for a future man of wealth such as me. Oh no. CB, now that you say it, did he actually sell the arm? Oh my goodness. You seem to be looking ahead to a future full of newly gained riches. I can look wherever I bleed and please. Anyway, why are you looking at me like that? I don't know about that golden bloke's right arm. Excuse me, Mr. Wright. What is it, Espella? I may be wrong, but there's something about that man. Wouldn't you say he looks, sus? 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 She said it! She said it! She said it! She said it! She said it, 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 she said it. She said it. She said sauce. Boom, boom. Alright, enough of that. It's not just you. Everything about him is so shady, it makes me want to double check my pockets. Mr. Emir, stop pretending you don't know anything about the victim's missing arm. Pretending? I told you I know nothing, nada, 0, nil. I ain't seen it, or heard about it, or put it in my pocket. In your pocket? How could you put an arm like that in your pocket? It wasn't me, honest. Seriously, I got nothing to do with it. Oh.
You lying, cheating, good for nothing, you trying to deceive me!
Oh my goodness. This is great, this is great. Oh, order, order. Who is that person? Uh-oh. Oh, Price? You want to know who I am? I'm Price the pawnbroker. And this man is a shameless cheating bum. He had the nerve to lie to me. What did he lie to you about? I'll tell you. On the day of the crime, Emir came to my shop. He waltzed up to me saying he got his hands on a superb work of art, rare as gold dust. I think I know where this is going. That work of art, could it be? I've got it right here. He put the arm as a statue and sold it? Wow. Wow, Emir is a big, glorified bum. Just like I thought. That's... Oh my. Professor! It's the professor's arm! Can we put it back now? Get the Gorilla Glue! It's pure gold, exquisitely crafted. It was entitled... Towards Tomorrow or something like that. Where'd the other two go? Oh, Price? He came in too fast that the others were pushed into the fire. They fell into the fire hole. I'd never seen a piece of gold so fine before. And so, sussing nothing, I paid that rascal a rather handsome sum. Who would have thought? And what am I hearing now? That it was a human arm? No less, you sir are a monster. You're as bad as a witch's familiar yourself. I didn't know it was his arm, I swear. When I saw it, it was already like that. What do you mean? I was last at the scene and it caught me eye right away. That golden arm pointing up at the ceiling with such optimism and authority. I thought, it looks like it's showing me the way to a better, brighter, richer tomorrow. To me, it was a work of art, a precious one at that. And then it found its way into your pocket and you pawned it? You mounted it on a crude stand, gave it a tawdry title, and passed it off as some kind of a sculpture. Don't try and look away from the truth now. Darn it, I can look wherever I darn please. I'll look away from the facts and forward to the future. Always look on the bright side. That's Emir Punching Bag's motto. Emir may be dumb, but he is also stupid. I agree. I agree wholeheartedly. What? Excuse me? He's just there now? He's at the defendant's seat now? Where were we now? Yes, the victim's arm has now been successfully reattached by one of our masterful craftsmen. With nothing but tape and glue. Knights of the court, you may resume the Inquisition. At least one thing's clear now. I love it. As everyone can see, the victim definitely wasn't holding a knife. He's just standing there now. In prime objection pose. Bing, bing. Well, let me tell you, that statue looks very good, doesn't it? It's a pretty good statue. Oh, dearie me. It seems I may have been mistaken after all. When you think about it, the victim had already been turned to gold when we entered the room. According to the witnesses' testimonies, that was the case, yes. Well then, I'm sure you'll concede that it was easy to mistake that glittering, pointing finger for a knife. Indeed, the victim's finger has a glint to it, resembling that of a sword's edge. Such a sense of power of intensity. It's enough to send a shiver down the spine of anyone being pointed at. No puzzle is a match for the power of the professor's pointing finger. I guess no one remembers I'm known for pointing like that too. So what, if Layton loses his finger, does that mean he loses his character? I have no finger, Luke. There's no more Professor Layton. I'm sorry, no finger means no game. I think your pointing finger makes quite an impression too, Mr. Wright. She's just taking pity on me. Is that all you had to say, Sir Blue Knight? Huh? As I said before, whether the victim had a knife or not is completely irrelevant. Yeah, what he said. You better apologize to me now. Badgering me for no reason like that. Is that all there is to it? Or could that arm hold some other clues? We've come this far. Maybe there's something else you could ask about. She's right, I need to ask some more questions. Well then, Mr. Amir. Perhaps you could tell me one more thing about that arm. Oh. When did you find it? How much did you pawn it for? I think the important one is... Wait, I want to know this one. Why don't you tell me how much you got for that arm? Huh? All that glitter you're wearing, the money for that must have come from somewhere. And if you managed to buy all that for the price of one arm, it must have been worth a small fortune. It is gold after all. Are you thinking of selling it? The whole body? Huh? Oh, you have lost my respect. Oh no, they think I'm bad now. Apparently you are no more than a greedy knight blinded by the glitter of gold. How could you, Nick? I didn't do anything. I'm not evil, I swear. I had to turn off the AC for a bit. It was getting a bit too chilly in here right now. Professor! I shouldn't have asked. They all took it the wrong way. I won't judge you, Mr. Wright, but for now, let's ask him something else. Maybe he knows something we could use. Yeah, I guess I better ask him about something else. Well then, Mr. Emir. Oh my goodness, that was funny though. That was pretty funny. You found the arm on the floor, pointing upwards, you said. Yeah, I did. Finders keepers, I say. It was pointing straight up at the ceiling. The arm somehow happened to fall down in such a way that it landed upright. What are the odds of that? Actually, that reminds me of a puzzle. Then we just go to another puzzle right away. Now, if you could just show us on this floor plan here. I'd like to know the exact spot where you found the victim's arm. Sure, I remember that well. It was right there. Right next to the scepter. Yes. That's where you would expect it to have fallen. Now, if that's where it was, then something's definitely not right. If you keep looking at that sketch so intensely, you shall burn a hole in it. Or perhaps you're going to claim there's a contradiction in it somewhere. This arm is the final clue left by the professor. Even after turning to gold, he was pointing out something important. Namely, the key to solving this case. Well, Defender, do you see any problems in the locations as marked on the sketch? Actually, I'm gonna say there is. Of course there is a problem. And where would that be precisely? The professor's arm has armed me. You know what I need? I need a disappointed face. I need a very disappointed face for my sloth. That's exactly what I need. A very disappointed face. Just go, His location leads to a huge contradiction. In that case, why don't you enlighten us and show us this so-called contradiction? What contradiction does the victim's arm create? It's pointing up to the staff. I'm gonna say the staff probably. Because if Layton was pointing this way, how did the arm end up over here? It was his right arm. How did it end up behind him if he was pointing at the circle? Oh wait, if they heard the staff fall, how come they didn't hear the golden arm fall if they were right near each other?
Got it!
The contradiction is right here! And this is the witch's scepter? Let's go over the order of events as per the witnesses' testimonies. First, the witch cast a spell on the professor, turning him to gold. When all of you rushed to the crime scene, that golden statue fell down, making a loud noise. Next, the witch dropped the scepter. What are you getting at, Sir Blue Knight? All witnesses agree with this order of events. That's right. They all agreed that's how it happened. But then, there's the arm. Well, what? Wait, has this music come up before? I'm liking it, I'm liking it. Well, what about it? Spit it out. Let's assume that Maya was the witch. Now look at the sketch again. The witch dropped the scepter after having turned the professor into gold. The scepter tumbled along the floor and was found here as asserted by the prosecution. However, that would be impossible. There's no way it could have been there. Oh, I see it now. The arm, it was... I'm glad you seem to have noticed. The victim's arm was on the floor right here, standing on its end. Therefore, the scepter couldn't possibly have fallen that way. Ergo, it couldn't have been the defendant who dropped the scepter. In other words, Maya is not a witch! Ugh! Whoa! Order, order, order. How can this be? The Inquisition's reasoning has been proven invalid through just one single piece of unusual evidence. Call it Layton's magical touch, as it sparkles, bing, 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 bing. The professor sacrificed his arm to leave us just the evidence needed to turn this thing around. That was amazing, Mr. Wright. Professor.
Objection!
An admirable deduction, Sir Blue Knight, that I cannot deny. Even if we are to assume your reasoning is correct and that girl in the cage is not a witch, even if? In the many trials I have attended, I have become well versed in certain aspects of magic. I am all too aware of its potential to confuse people, befuddle their minds and make their memories hazy. No one can resist such a maddening influence. What are you trying to say, Inquisitor? The scepter could not have tumbled across the floor if the arm were in the way. However, can we be sure that is where the arm was? Are all of the witnesses able to confirm its location at the time?
Objection!
We've heard what they had to say several times now. They agreed that the scepter fell after the victim fell over.
Objection!
And yet, no one actually saw the scepter being dropped. Witnesses, think back to that incident one more. Did the golden statue fall over first, or did the staff fall before it? Think carefully about what you have seen and heard. Everything hinges on your testimonies. May your words guide us to the truth and decide the fate of this caged witch. By the way, chat, how's everybody feeling so far? Everybody doing alright so far? Game is gaming, right? Game is gaming. Just had to get a sip of drinky. Alright. Wait, did they all switch places? When did they all switch places? I was about to get ready to leave, but it seems there is need for further questioning. Testify once more, witness. Tell us of the golden statue in the Talea Magica. The Talea Magica. Talea Magica. I was only focusing on the professor, so I don't remember much else. I don't know, I got there last. Besides, that thing was glinting and glittering away, so I couldn't see much else. Bewitched by bird, beloved by witch, Oracle knows not which is which. Dearie me, I remember how obvious it seems now the staff was dropped before the statue fell over. Whoa. Oh wait, whoa! Wait a minute, what you all said just now is totally different from your previous testimonies. Sir Blue Knight, you're starting to notice it now, aren't you? That is the way of magic. Such is the effect this black art tends to have upon those who witness it. The witnesses are not lying, but simply having trouble remembering the truth. By lying? What a convenient excuse. Confronted with magic, their brains turn to mush, huh? Ever since our ancestors drank from the fountains of wisdom and obtained the capacity for reason, witchcraft has been the one thing to remain incomprehensible, even to the most intelligent of us. Nevertheless, the onus is on us to stand up against magic and pass judgment on these witches. And so here we are, doing battle with the weapons of the wise. Words. With words we shall pass judgment upon this supposed witch. Defender, you may begin your interrogation and help us arrive at the truth. Not words! Ah! Scary, scary letters! I was only focusing on the professor, so I don't remember much else. Luke, you said before that you heard the scepter fall to the floor. And that was after the professor fell over. I thought so. Is it weird that you want to Google Translate a Phoenix Wright game? Oh no, Sabi, no! I mean, who knows? We're getting Google translated Paper Mario games. Who knows what's next? Are there any other Google translated games? Except Pokemon? I think Pokemon's a Google translated game. I think that's one of them. I thought so. I mean, I thought so before, but now... The more I think about it, the less certain I am that I actually heard it. How could I have been paying attention to anything else when the professor was... When he was... My memories of everything else are too fuzzy. I guess Luke was too shocked to take in his surroundings and notice anything else. I doubt I'll get any more info out of him for now. I'm sorry, Luke. I understand how hard this is for you. Let's move on to the next witness. I don't know. I got there last. Besides, that thing was glinting and glittering away, so I couldn't see much else. Written Phoenix, very good lawyer? Is that what the translation is for Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney? My name is Written Phoenix. I'm a very good lawyer. And that thing would be... the arm of that shiny gent next to you, Bluey. Poor Layton, more valued now than ever before. And you didn't notice the scepter on the floor? You know, I wasn't even looking at the floor. Me eyes were kinda glued to me new source of income. If anything, I may have looked up at the ceiling since that's where I was pointing. Finders keepers, eh? Into me pocket it went. Gulpy, 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 gulpy. Someone arrest this guy, please. Me wish my love of being loved by wish a fork of knows not which is which.
Hold it!
Would you mind translating your song into plain speech? I shall simplify it once more just for you, esteemed knight of the court. First of all, let's talk about love. It's a pretty neat slant rhyme for cove. A cove is slang for a chap, you see. Wait, did somebody...
Hang on!
Amir? Mr. Amir, you seem to be pondering something very deeply. You caught me unawares there, Bluey. Did something in Mr. Birdley's statement catch your attention just now? Nah, nothing in particular. I was just thinking. That Bard song really got to me. I really kind of feel it in me heart. I appreciate your appreciation of my art. You know, I meant to ask you something. Why don't you become me private bard? You can sing all about the heroic life of Emir Punching Bag the First. I could gladly sing of your adventures if it pleases you, kind sir. Yeah, that's exactly what I want. Show me what you got. Very well, as per your request. Oh, Grand Emir Punching Bag the First will new fortune quench your thirst. Having bravely filched the golden arm, now you've duped the pawn-shop man. I hope my song was to your liking, sir. Ha 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 ha, yeah, very poetic. Gulpity, 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 gulpity. Your drinking manner is quite inspiring, but whatever is that skull bottle hiding? So we've learned. Nothing useful at all, just that Amir has questionable taste in music. Sometimes it's best not to probe too deeply, Sir Blue Knight. Well then, let us just pretend we heard none of that and proceed with the interrogation. Dearie me, I remember how obvious it seems now. The staff was dropped before the statue fell over. But you haven't said anything about that till now. Well, that couldn't have been helped. How so? Now, everyone, listen well. Pencils in hand, be sure to take note. Miss Primstone's lesson number 4. Memories are not always pretty. Some things are better forgotten. Trying to remember them only leads to trouble. This will be in the exam. You are saying that the victim fell over and his arm broke off after the scepter was dropped. Are you not? Correct, well done. And so the contradiction is no more.
Objection!
But that's inconsistent with all the previous testimonies.
Objection!
You're quick to forget what I have told you, Sir Blue Knight. The witnesses are not lying, they are merely having trouble remembering the truth. We must do our utmost to find the truth within what they say. It's no use! Take this! These guys aren't making any sense! What Barnum said must be true, they've been confused by magic. Espella? We always try to make sense of what we see. So, when what we see makes no sense, we lose track of what's real. I guess that makes cross-examination a little pointless. At least when everyone here believes it's so easy to get confused by magic. Well, we need to do something or else Maya will be done for. I'll listen to the witnesses again and try to find something we can use. Good luck. I mean, the thing is, I think I should go back to Barley. His thing did not finish because I went to a mirror. I questioned a mirror, so I want to hear the rest of his statement. So let's get back to there and then hear Songy Song. Let's talk about love. It's a pretty neat slang. Love? Love? Then we have the word witch, and it's homophone witch. Right. Next, we have the delightful consonants of beloved and bewitched. It is ultimately a song about confusion. I'm confused. To be honest, there's nothing more to it. It is merely an artistic expression of my feelings. So it's got nothing to do with this case, does it? I am a well of melodious words and poetic music. That is my only claim. Ah, oh dearie, dearie me. Wait, what? The Cracker said something and Luke is questioning. Wait, the parrot has a portrait. The parrot has a portrait. It just goes, ah!
Hang on!
Luke, would you like to say something? Oh, sorry, guess I spaced out a bit. What is it, Mr. Wright? What is it, Mr. Wright? You seem to be thinking pretty hard about something during Mr. Bertley's song, testimony just now. Is there something you would like to share with us? Well, I've been thinking about what Mr. Barnum said a while ago. What was that exactly? That humans who witness magic become confused and lose sight of what's real, and they end up not knowing what actually happened. Well, I was thinking Mr. Barnum might be right. And then it occurred to me that there might be a way. I mean, we do have with us a witness who isn't human. Ah, oh, dearie, dearie me. The situation seems oddly familiar. I wonder how. I asked him earlier if he remembers the events clearly or not. He said he has a memory better than an elephant and remembers everything perfectly well. Ah, that's right. I almost forgot. Luke can talk to animals. Mr. Wright, I know it sounds crazy, but please let me try. Let me ask. Cracker to testify. Is this gonna be parrot testimony number 2? The second time we get to like cross-examine a parrot. Oh my goodness. Oh, dearie, dearie me. Should I? I'm stuck now anyway, and the witnesses' testimonies are all over the place. A new testimony would be a wild card, but it might just be the thing to turn this trial on its head. But it's a crazy idea, alright? If I make a mistake now, it will put me in a tight spot. Defender, are you still with us? This is not a time nor place for daydreaming. What do you intend to do? Hey, it looks as though you have exhausted all means for a counterattack, Sir Knight in Blue. Is it not time you drop your sword? If you have no further questions for the witnesses, Defender, I will consider your interrogation finished. What will it be then? Are we finished here? I've got 0 time to think it over. The moment when Pixel got excited to see Polly the parrot testify, and now here we are about to press Cracker? I've got 0 time to think it over. Better make a choice now. Should I summon the parrot as a witness? I don't know. What do you think? Should I use a hint coin? I should use a hint coin, right? Imagine me using a hint coin. Oh, magical hint coin. What do I do? Your Honor, the defense would like to summon a new witness. A new witness, you say? What do you have in mind? It's a witness you all know, by the name of Mr. Cracker. Mr. Cracker? I know of no man by that name. Mr. Cracker! The defense summons its new witness, Mr. Cracker the Parrot! A parrot is a witness?
Objection!
This is the witch's court. Joking around will be considered contempt of court.
Objection!
Mr. Cracker witnessed the crime. He saw it happen, and he heard it too. He's as valid a witness as the others.
Objection!
No, no, no! That bird is nothing but a pet animal. Referring to it as Mr. will not change that.
Objection!
We're really fighting over a parrot. Humans are confused by magic to the extent that they lose sight of what's real. That's what you yourself said, Inquisitor Zacharias Barnum.
Objection!
Calling me by my full name does not help justify such brash foolishness. The Inquisition is against interrogating a parrot. By the way, kind sirs, I suppose you should know that my dear companion never forgets a sound he hears. He remembers everything he hears, huh? It's definitely worth asking Cracker to testify. The court sees the situation as follows. The witnesses' testimonies do not hold together. In fact, they are as erratic as that bard's songs. I cannot see this trial getting any more confusing. Very well, the defense may summon his avian witness. Can you believe it? What's up with Mr. Blue Suit? Summoning a parrot as a witness? Not the first time. Summoning? Does he mean like how the familiar was summoned? By hook or by crook, I'll do whatever I can to save Maya. Be it summoning a parrot or a familiar, whatever it takes within the boundaries of the law, of course. This is insane. Aww, that is so cute.
Objection!
Not so fast. I hardly even know where to begin, but first of all, what's the matter with that boy looking so pleased with himself? He looks like the cat that got the cream. Ah, that'd be me, wouldn't it? Don't mind me, just think of me as a perch for Cracker, that's all. And just what is the purpose of questioning a bird? A parrot may be able to repeat what others say, but it cannot talk on its own.
Objection!
It's precisely because Cracker doesn't talk in his own words that he's certain to tell us the truth. What? Cracker remembers every sound he hears, even just the once, with absolute perfection. So let's have him testify exactly what he heard. And if Cracker can repeat every sound, I say this should be a valuable testimony. I cannot believe this is happening. This is crazy. A witness that cannot talk will not lie either. This idea is much to my liking. Well then, may our new witness Cracker testify to the court. We wish to know exactly what you heard from the beginning of the incident. Oh boy. Get ready for the... Aw, look at the bard though. Look at him. He's like, that's my parrot. What a great start. Salam. Deary deary me. Clang.
Objection!
Wait, what? What was that last one? What's this now? Why, those are the sounds of the incident. exactly as Cracker heard them. No, that last one, that was Godor. Ludicrous. Evidently, this is nothing but a farce after all. What do you mean, Inquisitor Barnum? I must admit, I found that parrot's testimony quite impressive. Even if that bird can accurately recall the sound, it is clearly useless when it comes to the order of events. You mean there's a problem with the order? First, the witch used magic to turn the victim into gold. Then the witnesses arrived. It is reasonable to assume they cried out in terror when they did so. And yet, this testimony does not accurately convey such an order of events? It starts with a sudden scream, followed by the door abruptly opening, and then a witness crying out. Next, we hear the victim, having turned into gold, falling down. So far, so reasonable. But the real issue is as follows. The parrot seems to think the witch cast her spell after the witnesses entered. Yeah, Evie, I was thinking it was backwards too. I was thinking that. Such a suggestion is inconceivable. The reason is simple. At that time, the victim had already been turned into gold. Indeed, it is as you say, Inquisitor Barnum. The parrot's capacity for imitation is excellent. I will concede that his testimony does have some entertainment value. However, this animal's testimony cannot be allowed to stand as proof in this honorable court of law. Everybody left. Don't write Cracker off just like that. Do you now see how foolish you were to summon this parrot as a witness? Oh, not good, Phoenix. Not good at all. Should I really go through with this cross-examination when it feels like everyone in this court is against me? What do you think? Of course we do! The defense wishes to cross-examine the witness. What? Are you serious? Did you not hear what I said? Or are you choosing to ignore my words? You're not the boss of me. A witness that cannot talk cannot lie either. This parrot's testimony is the naked truth. He's simply repeating the sounds as he heard them. It's human to make assumptions about the meaning of those sounds and arbitrarily decide whether the testimony is good or not. But as knights of the court, shouldn't we be striving to uncover the truth to which this parrot holds the key? The truth, you say? Very well, show us the truth that this bird purportedly knows. Interrogate that parrot. Meanwhile, I shall enjoy the show. Will you? Will you do it, Mr. Wright? Do you think it's hopeless? Defender, you may interrogate the witness. Oh boy. Let's do it. What will we get out of this? The scream! What is that about? That's Maya screaming! Oh yeah, I may have let out a teeny scream. I was so horrified when the professor suddenly turned into gold like that right before my eyes. So that's when... The accused seems to yearn for the flames so much that she cannot wait to receive her punishment. If she wishes to live any longer, she would be wise to remain silent. I'm really sorry. I won't talk again, I promise. Hold on, water time. Why is the spell precious? I don't know. Unfortunately for you, Sir Blue Knight, there is no way you can prove that it was the voice of the accused.
Objection!
Hello, Sidetrix. How you doing? You're wrong, Inquisitor. All we need to do is have her voice print analyzed and we'll know straight... Oh, wait a minute. Analyze what? A voice print? It's nothing. Just forget what I said. Oh boy, this world is driving me crazy. Well then, you may carry on with the interrogation. Slap!
Hold it!
I'm interrogating a parrot. Was that the sound of a door being opened? Is everyone excited for the great Ace Attorney Chronicles? Oh, am I ever, Citrix? My goodness.
Hang on!
Excuse me, Mr. Birdley? How may I help you, sir? I've been meaning to ask this before, but... why are you still on the witness stand? Are you suggesting I should leave my dear partner alone with strangers who cannot even sing? Huh? The very sight of Cracker crosses the finest of songs to effortlessly form in my mind. Stilton, cheddar, or smoked cheese, I like my crackers with any of these. That was the Cracker song. Is it not crisp and full of flavor? Right. Anyway, would you mind remaining quiet for the rest of Cracker's cross-examination? Ouch. I suddenly got the munchies. I continue the interrogation. What's next? I think we all can agree that this sounds like Miss Primstone, right? When we entered the room, we all kind of reacted in surprise. Finally, you get to understand the 3rd chapter of Great Ace Attorney. I mean, when I get there, I'll get there. Right now, I'm going through the series for the first time. Like, right now, I'm doing this before going to Dual Destinies. But yeah, Citrix, what brings you here tonight? Hope your day is going okay.
Hang on!
Mr. Burley, can I ask you something? So many questions for Burley the bird, but most of all them I shall disregard. I have felt your keen gaze upon me for a while now. You can't help admiring me, can you? The statement you heard earlier, was there anything you'd like to comment on? I wonder if there was. My peerless companion, what do you think? Hang on, hang on, hang on. You wanted to build up the hype for the release? There's no need, we already got through the hype for that. I'm getting it. Other people are getting it. No need to hype up the hype. But I understand. Oh, Mr. Wright, he's imitating you perfectly. How adorable. I can't say I share your love for the bird, Espella. It feels like it's mocking me. Carry on with the interrogation. Clang! That must be the sound of the professor falling over, I guess. Professor! Holy heck, you just keep bringing it up. He just keeps coming up. Mr. Burley, can I ask you something? So many questions for Burley the Bard, but most of them I shall disregard. I have felt your keen gaze upon me for a while now. You can't help admiring me, can you? The statement you heard earlier, was there anything you'd like to comment on? I wonder if there was. My peerless companion, what do you think? Oh, it's the same thing, I believe. Oh, he's imitating me, it's the same thing, gotcha. You think the fans gave up translating the Japanese version? I mean, I think they gave up since, you know, we already had the Capcom leak about the games coming out, so... Is there still a need to actually fan translate the games anymore now that we know they're coming out in 2 months? Wait, is it June or July they're coming out? Is it July? Is it June or July they're coming out? I know they're coming out really soon. Godor. I think this bird is trying to say the Grand Memoir. I think the parrot is trying to say Goldor. Right? Let me try it.
Objection!
Is that what you're trying to say? There was a critical contradiction in this testimony. The parrot said Godor, but it's Goldor. Alright, it's July, gotcha. We are all aware of that, Sir Blue Knight. This contradiction is between your so-called desire to find the truth and the fact that you're interrogating a parrot. No. That's not what I'm talking about, Inquisitor. there is a contradiction here that makes one thing particularly clear. The fact that we have clearly all made a wrong assumption. How so? Luke, can you ask Cracker to repeat the incantation once more? Right you are. Go door! Go door! DL6 vibes? I mean, I can't believe we're interrogating another animal. I mean, another parrot, basically. It's crazy. But not as dark as DL6, though. Not as dark. Although, it's pretty dark that Layton did get turned into stone, so technically he is dead. Huh. Go door? According to the Grand Grimoire, the name of the gold transmutation spell is Goldor. Now, Inquisitor, it would seem to me that the spell we've just heard is in fact a different one entirely. Well, I never. Unbelievable. Goldor and Godor. This is ridiculous. That wretched bird must have misheard the incantation.
Objection!
Cracker is able to imitate sounds perfectly. The incantation was indeed misheard, but only by the people hearing it.
Objection!
The victim was found already in his golden state. That is proof enough that the Goldor spell was used.
Objection!
But you're forgetting that Cracker heard this incantation after that spell had already taken place. Which means it's entirely possible that this Goldor spell was used as well. In other words, another spell besides the gold transmutation magic must also have been used. Ugh. Another spell that we haven't yet considered? Now, the next question that needs to be asked is, just what is this Goldor spell?
Objection!
Do I like Kirby games too? Yeah, Kirby is awesome. I love Kirby games. Although, most of the Kirby games I played are on my YouTube channel. Utter foolishness. This is absurd. As convenient as it would be for you, there is no way that a spell by the name of Goldor exists. Oh, Mr. Wright! Oh, what is it? I found it, the page about the spell, Goldor. It's listed in the Grand Grimoire. Right here! It exists? What? Oh boy, that's a twist. Order, I demand order. Just like I thought, Crack remembered exactly. But then, what kind of magic is this Goldor? Well, my lord, the Grand Grimoire describes it in the following way. Goldor creates a portal on two sides of green-colored wall. Say what? Green-colored walls? Something's being a bit sus over here. The portal will disappear after 5 minutes. Creates a portal? On green-colored walls? Because it looks like my avatar was based on my Kirby? You got it, Sidetrix, you got it, yep. Exactly, based off the Kirby the headphones and the Kirby mic. I love my Kirby. But yeah, my first Kirby game was Kirby Star Allies for Switch. That was my first one. Then I went backwards. If you ever want to check it out, there's a lot of Kirby games I played on my YouTube channel. My favorite has to be one of my favorites is also Kirby 64. Kirby 64 is amazing. A portal spell. Huh, okay, so it's a green gem this time. Aren't you a lucky man? It appears even the Grand Grimoire is on your side. However, there is a fatal flaw in your explanation. Huh? What flaw is that, Inquisitor? I see a lot of mix of first Kirby games, Amazing Mirror, Mass Attack, and Amazing Mirror again? Cool. I've never played Amazing Mirror or Mass Attack. Maybe in the future? Wink. It is really quite simple. think back to how the alchemist's study looked at the time of the incident. Do you remember any green walls? Because I do not. There were none. All the walls were coated with white plaster. You mean except the one behind the painting? There's green behind the painting. In other words, it was impossible to use gold door in that room. Ugh. I too have visited that alchemist's study since the incident. I remember very well that all the walls in that room were a dull shade of white. Your little theory was interesting, Sir Knight in Blue, but it has proven to be nothing more than that. A mere wild guess. As long as you cannot prove that this gold door spell was used, your little theory shall be considered no further. In all honesty, I was very surprised to learn of such a spell's existence. However, as long as it wasn't possible to have used this spell at the crime scene, your deduction leads us nowhere. So let me ask you now. Yes, Your Honor. Do you perchance have any proof that you could show us? Can you prove that it was feasible for the witch to have used gold door in that room? This is no coincidence. That spell must have been used at the crime scene. But do I have the proof that it was even possible to use gold door? Naturally, yeah. It's been on my mind for a while. That inexplicable mark. It has to be the evidence that ties up all the loose ends. The defense wishes to present evidence. Impossible. Phoenix Wright always breaks down obstacles. He also beats people up. The determination in your eyes made me think you would. Sidetricks, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Now then, we shall allow the defense to present its evidence to the court. Present the proof that the spell gold door was used at the scene of the crime. Oh look, it's right there. It just pointed it for me. I didn't move the cursor at all. It's like, here it is, the answer. The green wall behind the painting. The walls in the study are coated with white plaster. Not all of them though. There is just one spot, which is green. Oh, there is? I noticed it when investigating the crime scene. You may recall that there was a small painting behind the desk. And for some reason, the wall behind it was painted green. It was what? But wait. Hold on, chat, hold on. If the wall was painted green, and also we saw in Gene's room, Gene and Grey Earl's room, that he painted the wall in his room himself. He probably teleported from that room into his room using the spell Go Door. So Grey Earl's the sus. He's sus. I recall seeing that painting myself too. If we look at this floor plan, I say what. Yep, there it is, yep. Gene is the Go Door guy. He's the Go Door witch. I say it was around here. But Gene is a boy. I don't know. That's the only thing I got. But Gene is a what? That's the only thing I got. Who am I gonna sus? Maya? Alright, just drop Maya down. She did it. Cause who else could have done it? Mr. Wright, I'll mark it on the floor plan. Maybe it could be alchemy. I don't know. I mean, but the thing is it only actually proven that only witches can use the incantation? Can males use the incantation? I don't know. Right now, I'm just saying what I see. I'm saying what I see. It's been bothering me since I saw it. But now it's clear what it was. It's only witches. Okay, I get it, chat. I get it. At the time of the incident, a portal opened up behind that painting. In other words, that was the wall utilized for the spell Go Door. Alright, fine. I guess it doesn't work for me. You're certainly persistent. You just want a portal to be there so much, don't you? The wall behind the painting was green, and that's a fact. Incidentally, I remember that painting well. It was a small landscape piece. Alright, chat, so if only witches can be female, but the thing is, maybe, just maybe, Gene somehow helped out the witch by not knowing that he helped out the witch. By painting the room green. About the size of, say, an open grand grimoire. Yes, it was about that size indeed, a small adorable picture. Even if a portal had opened in that small patch of green, no person will be able to pass through it. In fact, they just about be able to put their arm through at the most. So will you please explain how a witch could possibly have escaped through a portal this small? He's right, Mr. Wright. No one could have gotten through that. Have you anything to say, or are you so crushed by the realization of your mistake that words fail you? The portal was too small for a person. It doesn't require much thinking to figure that out. But that aside, a very obvious question remained. If it wasn't a human, then what could have passed through that portal? You have put an interesting spin on things. Why don't you answer your own question? You talk as if you know everything, so please enlighten us. A small portal was opened in the wall at the crime scene. And I have all the clues as to what that could mean. What went through the portal was the witch, a small animal, or something else. I mean, Bartley didn't go in until after. The witch too big. Can I just say something else and get it over with? It has to be something else. No human could have passed through a portal that small. Even a witch couldn't have pulled that off. By the way, Citrix, I was gonna choose something else. You don't have to. Don't put the answer for me, please. No backseat gaming, please. Unless I ask for help. So are you finally forsaking your mistaken assumptions? I haven't finished, Inquisitor. The fact remains that something else could have passed through that portal. Oh, and just what would that be, Sir Blue Knight? Like, if I look like I'm really stuck on something, I understand, but right now, I don't want to make it seem like chat is playing the game for me. The portal was created after the professor had been turned into gold. The witch had a good reason behind that. She must have had to move something through that portal. You have captured my curiosity. I'd like to know what passed through the portal. Tell us, what did the witch use that magic portal for? Hold on, let me look at the floor plan again. Wait. The thing is, if I have to present evidence, the only thing that could have possibly passed through was the Telea Magica. Because the golden statue was gold. Yeah, but I'm gonna say the Telea Magica. The only thing that's possible to move. Considering the state of the crime scene, there's just one possible answer. And that is the Telea Magica. What's this now? The Telea Magica was found at the crime scene. A portal has nothing to do with it. Inquisitor Barnum, you're making the wrong assumption. Wrong assumption? The witch wasn't trying to remove evidence from the crime scene. She wanted to plan it. She threw the witch's scepter into the room through that portal. Objection. You and your crazy theories, do you even realize what you're saying? If she threw the staff into the room, that means... Exactly. She did it to deceive us. Her goal was to make us draw the wrong conclusions. When the incident took place, the witch herself wasn't in the room. She cast a spell from outside. What? But yeah, when you say when you say all that now, it makes me sus Gene more. Order, I say. And that's not all. There's even more proof that the staff was thrown into the room from the outside. What proof? That proof is none other than Professor Layton's previously severed right arm. The victim's arm? How does that prove anything? None of the witnesses have testified they saw the witch's scepter. However, a few of them claim to have heard it rattling across the floor. That's right. Please take a look at this floor plan. Since the arm was standing upright here, we know the defendant couldn't have been the one to drop the scepter. Now think about it. Where would you need to drop the scepter from in order for it to end up here? Oh! That's right. The scepter could only have come from the small portal created by the spell Goldor. Which makes a lot of sense. I get it. It's all because of my mind. This is most unexpected. The witch wasn't in the room when the crime occurred. Wait a minute. The witch used the scepter to create a familiar out of the circle and then tossed the scepter in using Goldor. I'm a genius. Or more like everybody else figured that out before I did. Or at least that's the defense's claims. It's the only thing that explains all the contradictions we've run into. Oh, yay. Sir Blue Knight, with that imagination of yours, you could aspire to write fantasy stories. A nice try, I must admit. However, this line of assertion is futile. There is a glaring contradiction in your words. Another contradiction? Let's not jump to conclusions? You have not seen me play the past 4 games, have you? Sometimes my conclusions can be right. It's all about the mind. Sometimes my slothy brain can think of things. Another contradiction? Whatever are you referring to, Inquisitor Barnum? This is the Telea Magica that was used in this incident. As we have established, there are 2 magic gems in it. One for the gold transmutation spell, Goldor, and one for the shadow familiar spell, Familia. A witch in possession of the staff would not have been able to cast Goldor. Yes, you're absolutely right. But you can't write off all the evidence supporting my theory as mere coincidence. Why must your agreement always be followed by a but? I agree, but what I'm getting at is, this Telea Magica is not genuine. Say what? Not genuine? That's right. And naturally, the one responsible for this deception is the real culprit of the crime. Enough of the suspense. It's too much for a man of my age. The defense shall reveal what is meant by this so-called deception. What is the deception? Hold on, let me check my Grand Grimoire real quick. So, Familia, Goldor, I mean, that was used. But, hold on, look at the... Wait, hold on a second. If that is that way, and that should be that... No, wait, it all looks right. Is there something weird going on here? Hold on, let me look at this again. There has to be something odd about that. Could it be the familiar... Could it be the familiar spell? Was there a familiar there? Because the gold one can't be it. Unless I have to look closely at it. What is the deception? Maybe I should look closely at that and look back at the book real quick. Let me see. Let me check a look back at that spell. It looks just fine to me. Completely weightless, summons forth a magical familiar from the shadows. Although it has a physical form, it's completely weightless. Although... Wait, hold on a second. Hold on, I think I got an idea. It may be too far-fetched, but I think the purple one is the deception, mostly because Gene has an amethyst. He also has a purple gem. So something tells me that the purple is the deception. I'm gonna go with purple. First, I want to clarify one thing. Can we be certain that the Telea Magica in question is authentic? Without doubt. The metal rod in its center is called the Spinia Magica. Way to go, Sloth. Yay, let's get the effects going. Yay! Okay, enough of that. The witch's mark on its tip is clearly visible and highly detailed. It is impossible to forge, even by the finest craftsmen in all Labyrinthia. I can guarantee you its authenticity. That leaves us with only one possibility. The forgery in question is... the Familia Magic Gem! What? A forged magic gem?
Objection!
That is an insult to our investigators.
Objection!
Only witches can use the power of these magic gems, can't they? So tell me, how can you know whether a magic gem is the real thing or not?
Objection!
Hold it there. We know for certain that the spell Goldor was used. It is undoubtedly not forged. But what about Familia? Did anyone see a familiar at the crime scene? That's... 3 months ago, when an investigation was carried out into Sir Belduke's death, the results yielded the following conclusion. The spell Familia had been used to summon a familiar, which in turn carried out the murder. Whoa! And the witch used exactly that to her advantage. Another similar incident at the same crime scene. Don't you think that would be the perfect opportunity for the witch to frame the defendant for her crimes? The defendant would be blamed for both the professor and Sir Belduke's deaths. Wow, he straight up said that Layton is dead. I mean, I believe it. And she'd be taken for the real witch. Oh. That was the real culprit's objective. I get it, everybody's dotting. Dot. Speaking in ellipses, there is a chapter in the Magic Archive, an old collection of tales of the occult, about the way to test whether or not a magic gem is genuine. Huh? How can we test it, my lord? You must taste it. It is very simple. A genuine magic gem is composed of a mineral with a density lower than that of pure water. All you need to do is see if the magic gem floats on water. Really, it's that easy. It's that simple, just put it in the water. That is simple indeed. All non-magical minerals in our world, with the exception of sepiolite and a few other special kinds, sink in water. These eerily sparkling magic gems, however, will never sink when put into the water. Bailiff, remove this magic gem for immediate examination. Put it in the bathtub. Sir, we only got a toilet. The magic gem's a fake? What's up with this trial? This is not how it was supposed to be. It's alright, darling. Don't cry. You'll get to see a witch burning today. Sir Barnum never disappoints. Hush now. There. Little 2-year-old, you're gonna see a witch burn tonight. Imagine talking to your little girl crying, saying, "It's alright, you're gonna see a witch burn, don't worry, hehe." Defender. If your theory is correct, this could be the biggest occult crime in history. But, another important question remains. I wonder if you can answer it. Who is this real witch that threw the Telea Magica through the portal? The real witch. There's only one person that comes to mind. Frankly, I still find it hard to believe, but it's the only possibility. Once I indict her, there will be no turning back. Knowing the consequences, should I give them her name? Wait, Mr. Wright. In Labyrinthia, witches are punished by fire. I know you think that's going too far, but even in a world that seems so insane to you, those who take the lives of others must be punished. That's a universal law, isn't it? The witch turned the professor into a golden statue. And that's not all. She took the life of the alchemist too. And now she's trying to pin the whole thing on Maya. I can't just let her get away with that. So it is... let us hear your theory. Who is this witch responsible for using Godor and then throwing the scepter through the resulting portal? The thing is, now that we got further in this, I believe it's still Jean Grey Earl. But Jean is not a guy. Jean is actually female! When you've eliminated the impossible, whatever remains, however improbable, must be true. There's only one logical possibility. It has to be that person. The real witch is Jean Grey Earl. Grey Earl? I've heard that name somewhere. Wait, isn't that the butler who served Sir Belduke? That's correct. What's this about? You seem to love rolling out these ridiculous suggestions, but you ignore the obvious. Jean Grey Earl is male! Inquisitor Barnum, tell me one thing. Is it only females who can be witches? Are you daft? Of course it's only females. Never in the history of this court has there ever been a male witch. You're so utterly ignorant. You should be ashamed of yourself. Alright. Well, I'd like to ask another question. Is Jean Grey Earl really a male? Huh? What? What a ludicrous question! The defense is certain that Jean Grey Earl is the witch responsible for using magic of Professor Layton.
Objection!
Will you stop fooling around? This is a groundless accusation.
Objection!
Groundless? You say? I'm afraid that's where you're wrong. At the time of the crime, Jean Grey Earl was in the room next to the alchemist's study. And one of the walls in that very room was painted green. It was? What's more, that green wall was the one adjacent to Sir Belduke's study. What? This is madness! CB, we're not going Persona 4 here, no. Inquisitor Barnum, quickly, have the maid summoned to the court. Butler, have Jean Grey Earl brought here immediately. Certainly, my lord. It shall be done. Oh, we got our big twist, Chow. We got a big twist.
There is no need for that.
Oh. Jean was there the whole time.
I am here. I shall come down right away.
Ah, it's you.
Jean just jumps down and breaks his legs. Ah!
Well then, Mr. Wright. Shall we begin?
Oh, this is sounding really ominous. Jean Grey Earl. It would seem this trial has turned into a new direction. I think we all need a bit of time to take it in. We shall take a brief intermission. Inquisition, defense, sharpen your swords and wits to prepare yourselves for the next stage of this battle. Yes, Your Honor. It shall be done, my lord. By the time we resume, the examination into the magic gems should have ended as well. Now the court is adjourned for a brief intermission. Woo! Crazy, crazy stuff, chat. That was a lot of things that just happened right there. Is Jean really the witch? What happened to Layton? Is he still alive? I don't know. He's still gold. Can we sell him? I don't want to do that. That's actually mean. But of course, chat, that's gonna be all for tonight. I said that's all for tonight. We're gonna find out what happens next time when I stream more Professor Layton. But thank you all for coming tonight. I hope you all enjoyed the stream. If you haven't, please follow. I'll be back on Friday with more Sackboy: A Big Adventure on PS5. But of course, I'll be back on Friday. No stream on Saturday, but of course, check out my YouTube as I upload every day. And until next time, everybody, adios. Bye-bye. I go sleep.